Hey everybody, welcome to episode 91 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is Thursday, November 14th, and this podcast is super special because there's this thing coming out called the PlayStation 4, and I'm just going to keep talking until one of these two guys interrupts. And my name's Somppi, by the way, and I'm really excited for the PlayStation 4.
And I'm Dan.
I'm Riccio.
And this is the beginning of a new console generation. Why are you...
Keep talking.
What are you doing?
I was
What
going
are
to
you
strangle
doing?
you with this, but it's tied up.
What even is that?
That was the worst joke ever. Hang your head in shame.
It's so that you wouldn't be able to keep talking.
Honestly,
Devin, where's
gonna have to shut
where's
him
the? Can you? Where's the camera?
yeah. So I have my...
So I'm going to put
Yeah,
it up.
put it up.
In focus.
So I guess I'll start off because...
He touched it. That controller's forever ruined.
It's actually really moist in my hands. I'm sorry. I'll get
You
my...
see what you've done?
keep it.
I used it the entire.
All right.
Buy another.
So
He's gonna bust in your house at like 8:30 this morning when you get back.
and take your...
Actually, I
And
didn't
take your new
try
one.
the touchpad thing yet.
Oh, stop touching it.
That's garbage.
Stop.
What does it taste like, though? Like,
I already tasted it. That has been
so
rubbed
that's why
over.
it tastes like you.
Yeah. So I already picked up my second DualShock controller, as well as I picked up the last of my game lineup, which is pretty exciting. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the controller because I played a bit on my PC and played around with it a bit today. I'm not a huge fan of the new PlayStation 4 controller. The reason why is because it's pretty brick-like on the back, and the way I rest my fingers on it, it
What the fuck is that?
feels a little uncomfortable.
Why is it so garbage at the top there?
What are you talking about?
Because you're touching it.
It's scratchy. I need to sweat on it some more.
It's weird. Yeah, so
It's really wet.
yeah.
Does it actually feel real
It's
bad?
actually moist. My heaters are on in the house, so I just sweat. I sweat at everything. It's really good.
It's ridiculous.
It's all right.
It's garbage now, Devin. Like you just threw out $60.
Aren't you Glade? Okay, well.
Wow, sellout.
Actually, I didn't even say it right.
Sponsored by Glade.
Is it Glade or is it Glad? I don't know.
This podcast brought to you by
Anyway.
Squarebot.
No. What have you guys been playing this week then? Since we haven't yet played any PS4 games.
I have
Well,
played Magic Online,
Yes.
which I'm not going to talk about because that's
Is
just
Magic Online the new Might and Magic card game thing that's free to play?
Magic Online.
It's
Magic
another thing?
the Gathering Online.
Oh, is it a separate game or you just played Magic 2014
It is
online?
a replication of Paper Magic.
Oh.
Online.
Oh, okay.
That's it. So cards cost the same.
Oh, you actually have to pay money.
Tournaments cost the same. Yeah.
And it's from
So
Magic.
I've played 3 drafts.
How crazy would it be is if you could put in, like, they had a QR code on the back of the actual cards that you could scan, and each
But
card
that's not what they're going for.
each card was serialized, so you could make your own deck off of it. And how fucking crazy would that be?
That's not what they're going for. They're going for charging $4 for boosters, just like real cards.
Is it also from was
Yes.
was it
Wizards
the
of
Coast?
the
I was like,
Coast.
is that the right one? Was Orbs of the Coast?
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
currently
just,
trying to phone in Kumar right now.
but it's just a replication of Magic.
There will be
So
some
that's
Kumar.
all it is. I played 3 drafts. I played 2 Theros drafts
kick some
and
ass?
1 Return to Ravnica, Gatecrash, Dragon's Maze draft. And no, I did not. People seem to be much better online than.
They've got strat guides going.
Yeah, I don't know what. They're just better. I did have some fun playing with the cards and stuff. And
It's pretty cool.
you can
actually.
definitely, like, it takes about 3 hours, and that's how much an actual draft takes if you go to
Okay.
a store, because it's the same time limits and stuff. Except in between rounds, I can go heat up some food. I can go to the
Okay, so
bathroom.
it was like
I
a
can
full...
do whatever I want in between turns.
So it was like a
basically.
full tournament draft game.
Yeah, like
where you were
play
playing
3
multiple
rounds,
people
yeah.
and doing it that way. Okay, so to set one of those up, is it only within a 3-hour time limit, or is
Well,
it
they
like...
have constantly rotating. Like, they just have constant drafts that get set up.
Oh, okay.
So if you just sit there and wait, you'll see, like, so the ones I play are Swiss because
Yeah.
you get to play every round. There's less prizes if you win, but you get to play every round, which is
So-
why I'm really playing.
What kind of prizes do you get to win? Is it just
So
like
you
card
always come
boosters?
out with 1 booster,
Oh, okay.
which makes your next draft cheaper.
Oh, okay.
And then you can win 4 boosters, then 3 boosters, then 2 boosters for like first, second, and then third and fourth.
Okay, so just playing these draft games, you could theoretically get every single card in that series of decks that are...
Like, you mean the set of Magic? Did he just touch your
I
DualShock?
grabbed his controller again.
Stop touching my shit.
I wanted to see what was different from the top part to the plastic. I felt it real good. It's kind of gross. I'm sorry.
Magic Online. It's magic.
Online.
Online.
Is it a magical sensation when you kick people's ass in that game?
No.
Damn.
I was
like
going to win a round and I ran out of time.
Oh.
Like you have a certain amount of player clock for each
Oh,
round.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant. Okay. I thought it had something stupid like, after 30 minutes, no one's won. Nobody wins. Like, oh, what the fuck?
That'd be
Real
real dumb.
in-store Magic has that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you run out of round time and you're still in the middle of a game, you get 5 more turns.
Oh.
Like between the two of you. So it's not 5 turns each. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the end of that, if no one's won, then you just draw.
Is it like somebody with the lowest health or something? Not even? Just
No,
draw?
it's just draw.
Damn. Okay.
That's cool.
Cool.
But I ran out of time in a match of Magic Online right when I fulfilled the purpose of my deck. And in order to win, I needed to quickly tap 10 lands. And that didn't happen in the 8 seconds I had left in my player clock.
That kind of sucks.
So I missed out when you were explaining this. Is this on PC or is this on your iPad?
It's only PC.
Okay. Just want to be sure.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet, actually.
It's interesting, and there's a whole economy and stuff that I haven't really dabbled into. Like, I could sell, like, after I finish a draft, I could just try and sell all the cards for whatever they're worth and then use that to play another draft, which I should probably investigate, because if it's just, like, one free, like, if it's just drafting and then getting rid of all the cards so I maintain no collection, that's okay, I guess, because I paid the $12 each time to
So you have
play,
to
not-
pay money to get into a draft?
Yeah, because you're paying for the actual cards.
Oh.
And if you amass an entire set of cards, you can actually pay them $5 and they'll print them out. They'll take them out of your online collection and they'll ship them to you.
Oh, so you lose them in the online version?
Yeah, but you get the real paper ones, which are arguably more valuable.
Wow, that's
$5? Oh, wait, no, he's already spent enough money to get them on.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty intense. And it's $4 a pack?
Yeah.
So like if you
So it's $4. It's $3.99 a pack, and
Yeah.
then event tickets are $1 a piece, and that's what you sell stuff for, from what I understand.
Is it $1?
Because they're like the Magic Online dollars,
Oh, okay.
and you always need 3 packs and 2 event tickets to get into a draft. Or if you have 14 event tickets, then you can just get entry without buying packs.
They should call the fee that
It's weird. I've only just touched it. I haven't really.
So that's kind of neat that you could. I like that barrier to entry for the drafts. Of
Well, the first one, the reason I wanted to try this out is because if you go to any store right now, you won't be able to draft the set I just missed, basically, which is Return to Ravnica.
yeah,
And I wanted to try that draft to see what it was like. It was cool, but I find I like drafting this new set more. So.
cool. That's
But
actually pretty
no,
sweet.
No stores would run that draft because they're just trying to sell the new cards right now, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they're, of course, Magic Online is still going to sell it because whatever, it's digital goods. Who cares? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That I find that actually to be really kind of fascinating on that.
I feel like the barrier to entry for it is way higher, though.
Yeah.
Because while you're drafting, you don't have like people around you to talk about it and stuff. And
So it's like watch Netflix while you're drafting.
yeah, that's what I did.
Huh. That's pretty sweet,
And
actually.
I kind of in between, like, and I don't know if it did it in the older client, but the newer client actually will, like, if it's your turn or you have priority or whatever, it'll pop up and say, "Hey, your
Okay.
game's ready." So if someone's taking a long time on their turns, you can just go do something else, and then it'll go ding. In hindsight, that's probably why I ran out of my round timer in the second round. But
So how you could theoretically just use your like Splashtop streamer on your iPad and just play that way.
I could. It's just as easy to sit at my PC though. Like
Okay.
it's not.
Could you use a controller? Like, does it have controller support?
No. It is mouse.
Mouse and mouse only.
There are some keyboard shortcuts from what I understand, but I haven't. I've just clicked things.
Clicky.
Yeah.
Cool.
I should find out the keyboard shortcut for pass all priority to the other player because I have nothing to play, because that would help decrease the round timer that I
Waiting
use
for
up.
that timer to run out. It's a bit of a bitch.
No, it's just like because in a game of Magic there are discrete phases in every
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
So there's untap,
like
upkeep,
the word
draw, main phase 1,
You just like the word
begin
excrete.
attack
No, it's
phase,
a
block
discrete.
phase, damage phase,
Discrete.
main phase 2, and then the end step, and then the
Jesus
cleanup.
Christ.
So during the other player's main phase, as soon as they end it, you have a chance to respond to things. Plus, you have a chance to respond to things whenever they're playing cards.
Yeah.
And that's always you have to hit, okay, I'm not playing anything, or you actually have to play something. So during every single piece, when there's time to respond, you have to interact with the game to say either I'm not responding or you're going to do something.
Okay.
So it is a much more
deliberate,
foolproof system than the video game versions are, because those just kind of keep going, and you actually have to tell the video game that, hey, stop, I want to do something here, rather than confirming that the game
don't
can
touch
continue.
So okay,
I actually, as maybe ulterior motive to get you guys into playing a little bit of Magic, have you guys ever heard of massdrop.com?
No.
Sounds like a poop website.
It's a site that does like group buys stuff, and they recently had a group buy for booster boxes of the Magic 2012 core set, which was a pretty cool set that I actually missed, and they actually printed new cards in core sets, which they don't normally do, or they didn't used to normally do. Now they do it all the time since that one. But the booster boxes were basically half price, so I bought 2 of them, and you need those to draft.
Oh wow!
So
shit.
If you guys would like to draft, I will have lots of packs, and maybe we can learn you guys how to play Magic.
Can I ask a question?
I would enjoy that.
What is draft?
So you probably should have asked that up front, so I didn't go through all this nonsense.
Yeah.
So a normal game of Magic, you have a 60-card deck.
Yeah.
Right? In draft, you have a 40-card deck, and that is because you sit around a table with at least 4 to 8 people. With 4, you have 4 packs each.
Okay.
With anything above 4, you have 3 packs each.
Okay.
And you go around and you go in draft rounds, and you each open a pack.
Okay.
And you take 1 card, and you pass the pack.
Oh.
And you get the next pack, and you take another card. Keep passing till the whole pack is picked.
Okay.
And you keep going. You keep going until you have enough cards, until you've drafted all the packs.
Okay.
And then you make a deck out of the cards you picked.
Okay.
But the decks are only 40 cards because you don't have.
So you get way more cards than you're supposed to, and you only bring it down to 40.
Yeah.
Or okay, cool. Okay.
Ideally, you want 23 of the cards you picked, and then 17 lands.
Okay.
That's a good mana base.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's an interesting way to learn the cards in a set, because you get to, you only pay $15 to go to a draft, but you get to see 3 packs that you open. You get to see all the cards. Then you get to see, the other packs that are getting passed to you, and you're trying to, on the fly, construct a deck out of it.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, if you guys actually want to try it, you can do a 4-man draft, and the reason you only have an extra pack per person in a 4-man draft is because that way there's enough card variety that people can actually pick cards that they want for the decks, rather than just being like, well, I'm already playing black and white, and there's just good blue cards in this that, yeah.
So per pack, are there a guaranteed amount of lands?
No, I'd have to bring my own lands.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Can I answer your if we want to get into it question with a little bit of Devin's voice?
What?
Yeah,
I'm not talking. The booster packs aren't going to expire.
They might. I've heard cardboard
cards don't go bad.
Yeah,
really.
but if you keep them in water.
I feel
yeah,
like
but I'm not going to.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. Like,
and
you've done some pretty terrible jokes, but that one right there.
No, it was the PVC
that
pipe
one
in the bottom.
right there. No, that was worse.
No.
That one right there that you just said is worse than the PVC pipe of the food. What did you call it? The.
Anyways, these booster packs were.
These
booster boxes were $65 a piece. And normally a booster box costs $125.
Oh, wow.
So I bought 2 of them.
That's a lot.
So that is 36 packs a box. So
Backs.
Backs. So that is 72 packs.
Jesus.
Which
that's a lot of drafts
using
we can do.
16 packs for 4 of us. That's a lot of drafts.
That's a lot of drafts.
There's also this other thing called Pack Wars, where you take 3 of each land and just open a booster and don't look at the cards and throw them in, and then just play with like this mini deck from one.
I would enjoy playing that.
Yeah.
Why can't you just play like Magic Legacy?
I bought it for doing all these like weird sealed things.
It's pretty cool,
It
man.
was cheap and
Pretty fucking sweet about that.
Why can't we play it like Magic Legacy, where it's just like I kill your creature, rip it up, and fucking deal with it?
A Legacy is actually a format in Magic. You get to use, and it's a format where you just use any card. Like there's no limit on the sets.
Do they get torn?
No.
Oh well, that's not okay. That's not what I want.
I'm just saying
that's
that,
called
not what I want at all.
asshole.
I'm just saying, come up with another name for your weird thing.
There
actually used to be something
'em
called
when you get 'em?
ante in Magic, where you have
Called
to
what?
ante.
Ante,
And
okay.
you have to ante up cards, and if you lost the game, you'd lose the card. To
I
your
feel
opponent.
like that's some weird underground fucking magic
well, that
shit
was
where you
that
meet
was
some dude in a
on
ba-
cards. That was on printed cards.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like you meet in some basement and you're like, what are you putting up? It's like this weird poker thing where you're like, what are you going to put up? Well, I'm going to put up this one. What are you going to put up? I'm going to put up these 3 ultra rare cards. Some weird fucking... I feel like that would get real dangerous real quick.
Yeah, and that's why they took it out of the game.
Anyway,
I feel like that would...
According to the chat, video games, you guys.
It was a video game, Magic Online.
Yeah.
But
Shut up. This is a podcast. I don't know.
I could talk about video game. BioShock
that?
Infinite Burial at Sea.
I didn't play it
Yeah,
yet.
tell me about that. Tell me.
It's
okay,
BioShock.
wait.
I don't-
Let me explain to you so far my experience with Infinite. So I played it, haven't finished it, and I was enjoying it on hard.
You need to finish. You don't.
No, wait, let me finish. I was playing it on hard, and now I cranked it down to easy, and all I'm doing is running around with a sniper rifle and a hand cannon. And I currently...
You start Burial at Sea with a hand cannon.
Okay. I currently...
Just slip in details.
That's magical. Okay. So currently, the way that I am playing this game is when enemies spawn, all I do is point the hand cannon at their general direction. And I don't know if that game has a slight amount of auto lock.
It does.
But I'm just getting headshots. It's just like...
You can do the Borderlands thing in that game where you're just
Yeah, no,
alternating triggers.
it's just magical. It's great. It's perfect. I've gotten mad amounts of headshots.
Burial at Sea is a weird post-game thing that I think... What the fuck are you doing?
I felt like that was good with. I'm sorry, I was going with something in the chat.
Now,
and I felt like that
chat,
was the
do you
proper-
see that I actually tried to steer the conversation toward video games, and Riccio tried to stop it?
No, they were saying if it was weird for me to third wheel. I was like, I figured somebody was like eating out at like a restaurant or something with 2 people who were like dating. You just be like, "This is great. Let's take a fucking selfie." So I tried, and my face looks so bad. Let's not talk about it.
Well, now you have to tweet it.
Now it's
you-
gonna
someone
be
in
the
the chat
podcast
asked.
picture.
Oh, okay.
guess
That's
so.
fine.
It's gonna tweet
Okay,
that.
I'll tweet it. Go
So,
on though with your Burley.
Am I going
don't
to
spoil it if
am I
possible.
going to enjoy this more than I have enjoyed Infinite?
If
Or
you-
is this
if you
going
did,
to
it's
be
just more Bioshock Infinite. It's it's a
No.
weird extension to the story that I am literally... I cannot say really any specifics about
don't.
it because you have not finished the game.
Have you finished the DLC though?
No. I
Okay,
played
fuck.
for like an hour and a half.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to mention
I
something.
got into shooting and went, oh, right, this is what Bioshock Infinite is. I'm going to take a break.
I forgot to mention something.
There's no shooting for the entire first chapter of that game,
That's
of
dumb.
that DLC.
Weird. Kind of cool,
You just
actually.
walk around and do like weird kind of adventure gamey stuff.
That's actually pretty interesting. Maybe I would enjoy that a little bit more.
What do you mean your face looks stupid in that, Riccio? It looks great.
So I forgot the other thing. So you know the charge ability that you just like charge up and do it? Okay, I completely forgot that I had that as well. So all I do is run around charging it with the hand cannon out, shooting dudes, and then when there's someone I can't like quite hit with the hand cannon, I just charge and it gets me there.
At
Job done.
Tricio on Twitter.
I want to see what that is.
Okay. No, what I was wondering is I haven't played the DLC yet, and with the PS4 stuff coming out on the Xbox One next week, I was wondering if I should almost like not even bother with it for
I
now
don't think there's a rush. No.
and wait till part 2 and just
Wait till you feel like, hey, Bioshock Infinite was a good game. Then immediately go play Burial at Sea.
'Cause what's
the second you start reminiscing about that game, go play Burial
because
at
what's
Sea.
happening right
That's all.
now is that the XCOM DLC also came out, but I want to wait for that one because
Isn't
what-
there like no new story content?
yeah, it's nothing but
I thought it was.
no, it's a full $30 crazy thing, new story with added story or whatever with new like restart, like whenever you got your second wave stuff, there's no new that shit like that. But anyway, I got that, and I think you remember when I was playing XCOM 1, what I got. The reason I had so much fun was like playing on Iron Man and going through with people from the cast and all that stuff.
Right, yeah.
And the way my casts are right now, like it's sometimes cast in the morning and not everybody shows up, or it'd be every Saturday. So what I might do is wait till I'm on Christmas break, and then just like tank the shit out of it in
That's
like
the
1 or 2
XCOM
casts.
time, yeah.
Yeah, so that I can get like everybody come and watch. I'm gonna use each one of you. That sounds really bad, and then like they'll get killed off because I suck. And other than dude, I'm so glad I got your name in this. I'm gonna play this tomorrow where you're gonna die or something that you don't know because you're gonna miss that. So It's 2 DLCs that came out this week that I'm kind of going to have to push back, which I feel bad for. Cause
I think Burial at Sea is a fine thing to just like
do later.
I'll play it later.
Okay, cool. So I know it's going to be great. That's or fun or whatever or more story.
Plus,
but,
it's a 2-parter thing from
Yeah.
what I get. So maybe just wait till both parts are out.
So you can just roll through everything at once.
Especially because what I've heard is that there's action in it, kind of, but like it's not as intense as what the second part is supposed to be, or it's gonna get crazy and then end out of nowhere. I don't know.
Well, the way BioShock Infinite keeps it's just more and more guys on the screen in BioShock Infinite, right? It just keeps people are just crazy. I don't know where to like hide or anything because people are just flying in from the sky. And
Okay.
yeah.
I want you to.
But in this game, it's like, it's in Rapture. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the premise.
That's
of this.
actually why I want to get it is to see Rapture again.
Well, but you have to finish BioShock Infinite first because it relates to the end of the game.
All right.
In a way.
Yeah.
I think I understand how that's gonna relate.
No. Just with weird like kind of continuity stuff because it's still Booker and Elizabeth.
Yeah, I understand that. I have this thread.
I think Devin is like wondering if he's gonna. I don't remember who the evil dude is in that game, but like if he's just gonna be like, oh no, he's getting close, boop boop, and then like every fucking area is just gonna have like a fucking bubble dome fall, and the whole fucking city just falls into the water and
Rapture.
it's like.
Okay, I
Then
didn't.
Andrew Ryan comes on screen, just stabs
No,
him
he
in
just
the neck.
he just
and
pulls his face off, and he's like, "I'm Andrew Ryan." And it's, what the fuck? Oh wow! And then your guy looks at his like whatever tattoo, and it turns into like the chains. And it's just what the fuck's happening?
It turned into
That's Devin's head right now.
And then you literally just play BioShock 1.
no. What's that?
That's why it blew everyone's mind. The ending to BioShock Infinite was the entire
The
game of
entire
BioShock 1.
8 or 9 hours, whatever.
You know what? I would be okay with that.
Devin,
Or maybe it is
for
that.
Game of the Year stuff.
I have to finish it. I
you
know I
need
have
to
to finish
finish
it.
it.
I know I have to finish it. It is legitimately staring at me. I even put the icon in the middle of my desktop saying finish this, and then Tomb Raider's over here with a sticky note above it saying hi.
Do you remember what part you're at?
Yeah.
What part?
Revolution.
If I remember correctly, that's like fucking early as shit, dog.
No. I know what part the fuck are you thinking about? He's almost done.
Oh, I know I'm almost done.
Isn't that? I thought that was like halfway.
Nope. I am way the fuck past that.
Those streams were a blur. I remember at some point I was like, story sequence happened. I'm like, just get really into this, holy shit, and then like I would just kind of go back to.
You know what?
BioShock was okay.
If I should have finished it before this PS4 came out.
You say that now, but what are we? Okay, let's say.
Like, I don't think you're going to be huge into the games on the PS4. It's going to be exciting for the first couple days.
Yep.
But then you're going to fall back into your habit of like, I'll play.
Because like, what are you getting? Like
whatever I
Battlefield
feel
4?
like.
I already own it.
No, that's what I said. What are you getting?
Okay,
So Battlefield 4.
Got it.
It's like 5 hours, let's say.
Okay, continue.
Okay, you'll play like Killzone. What is it, like 6-7 hours?
Okay, continue.
Call of Duty. If you feel like going through that single player, even though you say you don't play them, like
I
what, 4 or 5 hours?
okay, Call of Duty single player is great. I don't want to pay $60 for Call of Duty
That's
single
fine.
player.
Not the question. No, it's 4 or 5 hours. Let's say if you go through that,
Okay,
you got knack.
okay,
Okay, throw like another 4 or 5 hours on it.
okay.
I don't know what else you're buying. Maybe Rivals or something, but that's more
Potentially.
multiplayer. I don't even know what else do we have here. What is Assassin's Creed? But you've already kind of played through that. We're gonna play through that.
I've heard God. Okay, I looked at how many hours I've got clocked in Assassin's Creed 4, and like against my percentage, I have 42 hours clocked in 4, and I've gotten like 38% done.
Wow.
It's just messing around.
I'm being a fucking pirate is what I'm being.
But the point is, Devin, is that we're gonna hit like week 1 of us being day off from or of days off from school.
Yep.
You're gonna finish all those single player games if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure you will because of all the hype that you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna be like multiplayer, sweet, and then you're probably.
But
still
outside
gonna
of
play,
that, it's
yeah.
like, what am I going to play now?
fuck
Yeah,
am I gonna
no,
still
I
play?
definitely.
Go back to your other game.
You know what? Maybe.
So you still
Yeah.
got Infinite. You got
Yeah,
And
Infinite.
you're not an insane game person like Riccio who's getting another console a week later.
No.
So
I
No.
finished so many fucking games this week. I was so proud of myself. Actually, I finished like
for
9.
you.
I finished like 3. I finished 3
So
in like 2 days.
yeah. Okay, I have a confession. I watched.
Dad, I'm gonna touch your controller.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
I watched a lot of Halo, live action stuff.
oh yeah, you texted that. Yeah.
And then I got really reminiscent about Halo. Don't touch it. I swear to God, I'll punch you in the face.
I don't know how the fuck that looks. That's some horse shit. That's
Terrible,
garbage. Those
actually.
are literally the fucking word. All right, let's not do any more selfies.
So
during this cast.
I watched a lot of Halo promotional stuff. And then I went on to EB Games website.
You put an Xbox One?
Oh man.
And then I went to the Xbox One site.
Oh, am I gonna have it, buddy?
And I pulled out my Visa card.
And you just slapped it across your face.
And I put in my digits. And then it asked me if I really wanted to buy this. And I went, no.
Okay,
and
well, if
closed the webpage.
damn. I bought something in preparation.
That rare close online purchase moment.
Oh, yeah. I've done that a couple of times where I've been
Literally a click away.
Yeah, I've been staring at something and I've just like, I've already punched in the credit card number, punched in the code to be like, yeah, I agree. And then I'm going to hit like submit.
Confirm
and I look
your
at,
order.
Yeah, I'm looking at what I'm buying and I'm like, no.
I don't want this.
You know what's funny about every time that's happened to me? It's, well, not every time. Sometimes I've actually not gone and done it, but it'll be like, say by the time I'm doing something, it's like 10 p.m. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm totally still awake, whatever. Then by 2 a.m., like I've already closed it, and I'll just be like going to sleep. Like, all right, first, just go and I'll fucking buy it like instantly, and just be like, I'm not thinking about it. I'm just going to sleep. Whatever it happened, like just we're done here, and then always regret it in
Now
the
I
morning.
understand why we get tons of texts at like 9 in the morning. Like,
Yeah, like,
hey guys, I bought
fucking
this.
So I always go to sleep. I wake up. I'm like, fuck, I did that, huh?
Shit. But
All right,
it
well.
was this moment of like, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And it was like 11 o'clock like in the morning. And I'm sitting there typing things in. And it was just like, I looked at it. I'm like, Halo 5's not even out yet. What the fuck am I going to buy for this console?
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
You and I are going to get the Halo 5 special edition with the
and I'm gonna get it.
Halo
Fucking,
sounds.
It's gonna be
and-
it's gonna be wonderful. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna buy the Titanfall special edition for my living room.
In preparation for the Xbox One, I went ahead and purchased some Eloop and
Some what?
Eloop.
Analoobs.
Eloop.
In a loop? I don't
loop?
actually know what they're fucking
Okay,
called.
describe
No,
this. What
the
is
reason I
this
wanna say-
analoop?
Yeah, that's why that's
What
it.
is this analoop?
I bought some Eloop for my playing.
You mean batteries?
It's what they talk about on the fucking Bombcast all the time.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm
I
just
just
obsessed with them.
it's-
I saw that because
registering in my mind as to what it is.
Eloop is a battery type from someplace.
Oh, okay.
Sanyo. And apparently their batteries, like, you know how you get like rechargeables, you charge them a few times, and over a year it's like the shit. It's like
Yeah.
does nothing. Apparently these over like after 2 years they're still like 75% good.
Oh, really?
Apparently they're real good. Everybody's saying, hey, they're super sweet.
So does the
I-
Xbox One
You still need
controller?
double A's for
it's still,
Xbox One controller. Yeah.
That's dumb.
Did you guys see how that opens up? By the way,
No.
you okay? So you it's
Oh,
Is
like
it-
an Ouya where you pop off the front? Yeah, okay.
No, no,
It
it's not
really
that bad.
confuses me.
So-
where
so-
it's like, why are these things? Oh my god, this I shouldn't be. Oh, the battery's underneath it.
But no, so the Xbox One, you know how it's like integrated that pack into it? What's literally integrating that pack into it? You have that pop off thing.
Yeah.
So you pop that off, and then you pull out like a pack that looks exactly like an Xbox thing like this that's in there.
Seriously?
Oh.
So there's like a click in, like a snap in, and then that slide on thing.
Oh.
I don't know why it's not like a pop off and they're just chilling in there.
I just
but-
picture it like you ripping off the back of the controller, like sliding the whole thing up, and it's
Well,
just like,
yeah, that's what it's like the whole back panel, isn't it? Basically.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a whole
okay.
but it's a nice
now
chunk.
I really want this to happen in the Halo 5 edition. You fucking rip up the back, and then you have to wave your hand at it a couple of times to cool it down, and then the fucking thing ejects out, and then you slot in another one, and it slides back, and you use it
The
again.
batteries are just purple shards that stick out the back, and then you shake the controller, and,
And
more
they-
of them pop out.
That'd be great. Get on it. We need.
We were
Chris-
referring to a needler from the Halo video game
I
series.
feel like they should have the Halo edition
But
where
you
it has
have-
a small shield where that describes, as they describe it, feels like a buttery substance. On it. Just like, I don't know why I can't fully grasp it, but
and it makes that recharge sound every time you. If that was the fucking on for the Xbox,
You are aware that's the like Halo Reach edition sounds, right? I'm not even fucking with you right now.
could you imagine if, like, when your battery was at 25%, it just goes beep, 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 like it's like like your shield is low. You're like, fucking Christ! I just worst idea.
Can
You
you?
sell so many batteries this way. Fuck.
Are we able to hear PC sound here? I want Devin to understand what the two Reach sounds are.
Halo Reach Xbox boot up sound.
No, just sounds.
Well,
Just-
fuck. Okay,
They're
then.
not actually the boot up. The console.
Startup and disc tray sounds.
Yes, that's what I want.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and pop number 5 up, Dan, for me. Don't know what the fuck it's going to sound like.
That's what I don't like the color of that console.
Oh, I also turned it off. I stopped myself from being able to fuck this up by sending it to another sound card. Go ahead and do that again for us, Dan.
Here. And everyone's been asking
It's a
me
garbage sound. Let's go ahead and not use that video.
Why don't you? Major Nelson should have an old blog post that
They
you
were-
could probably
they were.
find. Is he gonna open the disc tray? That's the shield sound. Is he not actually gonna do it?
He's teasing us. He's teasing us. Okay. Well.
Okay, so what's that sound though? What is that startup sound? What's that from?
The startup sound is from Halo.
No, but I'm trying to think of.
Like what it is in
Yeah,
Halo.
yeah.
It's like a menu selection thing.
That's so dumb. Why would you do that?
But the disc tray is actually like the shield
Okay,
noise.
you know what? Looking over at my Battlefield copy, I just want a Battlefield Xbox where it's like. PlayStation's on. It's like,
They had
like-
they had a Gears one too that was like the
chainsaw revving?
I think the chainsaw was the disc drive and then
That'd be
the
really cool.
the on was like the like
Wish
that
you could
Gears,
Oh, really?
like-
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should
yeah.
hack those sounds easily. That'd be cool.
That'd be really sweet.
Major Nelson makes them available as ringtone files.
Really?
After those consoles come out,
Magical.
you could probably go back and
No,
find the
no,
blog
but I mean,
posts.
like,
That's
you-
what I wanted you to Google is find
Okay,
those blog
I-
posts because
yeah,
they're like
should-
high quality WAV files.
You should probably reach Xbox sound.
I
Great.
think we
Literally
got it.
exactly what I wanted.
Wonderful.
Is it gonna play? Oh, we
play.
missed it. We missed it, Dan. Okay. All right. It's gonna be loud.
Okay,
there's
all
that.
right. That's a menu sound.
And here's the tray thing. But it doesn't have the.
Just play it again. Play it again. Play it again. Play
It's
that.
gone. Oh no, it's closing.
Just play that one more time.
Okay. Well.
Wonderful. That would be such a great power up thing. Why didn't they?
Because you hear the disc tray one less than the power up one.
Well, it's
I
okay,
imagine.
the
Or
way-
more actually. Well, depends on the person. But
Yeah, that's true.
What would you guys do if at the start of Halo 5, Master Chief is just running around and he gets shot in like the shield thing, and he's like, "Oh no, my shield doesn't work anymore," and that's just Call of Duty.
Okay.
The whole game's just Call
I'm
of
gonna
Duty.
make. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna say something real dumb here, Riccio.
Uh-huh.
So I rewatched the E3 like Halo announcement trailer.
Halo 3 announcement.
No, like the Halo.
The Halo.
The Halo. They only say Halo. They don't have a number at the end of it yet.
Oh, so is it Halo 4?
No,
it's
a
talking about the new
it's
Halo- the new
this
Halo.
year's. It's just Halo.
the one in the desert
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay, all right.
Okay, so I rewatched that about 10 times and analyzed it really stupidly and noticed that the Master Chief visor is all cracked on the sides, as well as what appears to be like the special coating is all kind of like jagged, like he hasn't maintained it in a
Probably
while.
why he's wearing the hood.
So you know what? Who knows, Riccio? Fucking Call of Duty Halo.
So you're saying that Halo, he jumps out and then a sand gets caught, a single sand strand. Not
No,
strand,
okay.
gets caught in
Okay,
a
mechanism.
grain of sand.
A grain of sand.
You
sand.
know the visor thing, the like coppery visor, which actually changed into like a brass colored visor in 3, and it kind of stayed brass colored in 4.
No, yeah, I prefer that brass color to like the weird bright
Yeah,
orange
the weird
that it used to be.
Yeah, the weird copper one was weird. But it's all cracked up the side, like it's that coating appears to be wearing off of it. So it makes me believe that the story is going to be something crazy, like he. What the fuck, man?
We're trying to get Kumar on here, but he's not doing good.
So that kind of like I feel like that story is going to be like something where the chief isn't part of the UNSC anymore, and it's just him trying to
So what you're saying is
take
that
stuff on.
previously to when that trailer starts, he emerged from a cave, let's say, and the whole Halo game of Halo, the next, will be from a battle scarred behind third-person Master Chief with scars on his armor as he goes through the game, and his cape will slowly tear. And he's going to get cool grenades that spin and have blades on them.
I didn't know where he was
as well
going
as
with
hook
this
shot
until
thing,
about
and
halfway
then
through
you'll,
that.
that snake thing in the trailer emerges, and then he'll have
Okay.
like some dude like a robot Alfred or
All right,
something be
so-
like, "Oh, it's got Christmas dinner ready for you," and then
I'm gonna-
just
I'm gonna-
fucking punch him in the face.
I'm going to I have another confession for you.
Go on.
With all the Halo stuff I watched, I started going real deep into
Skype, Riccio.
I started going really deep into different Halo forums, so to speak. And
Oh, hold on. This is in. We got a man on the field.
Kumar, how's the lineup at EB Games?
No, he's not actually.
What?
More Kumar.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah, we can hear you. But yeah,
Okay.
I started delving really deep into the dark recesses of Halo forums, and there was this thread that was about 5,000 posts, like 5,000 responses long, and I might have read all of them, and it was nothing but an analysis of the like 10-second Halo trailer. I might have responded to some of those replies with my own theories about what the Halo 5 game is going to be.
Good for you.
Halo Batman. Confirmed.
I got.
I actually
gotta
spent
ask, we got that message pretty randomly that you kind of just fell right back into the universe of Halo. What caused that?
I don't know. No, I know what it was. I watched this dumb fucking fan-made like Halo music video to this really wicked sweet dubstep sound because I looked for the dubstep song and this Halo like fanboy trailer was there, and I was like,
Yep.
I don't remember where these cutscenes were cut from. Better watch everything that was live action and CG in all the Halo games. Great.
And that's where it started.
Yeah.
I feel like a Halo dubstep song would go somewhere similar to like, and then like, like the shield sound going on.
Actually, you know which Halo
Wasn't
game had
dubstep that
phenomenal
good?
cinematics?
Yeah, it was,
Halo
and it
Wars.
made it even better because it used a lot of like the live action
Hold on, Kumar.
film things, and then the Halo 4 like great CG, and I was like, yeah, I like this. We'll continue with this. And then he had another one that was like a Cortana video, and I watched 30 seconds of it when you just fucking ruined it. And like,
It's just a bad video.
yeah, I was like, your second one was better.
Kumar, what were we saying?
Yeah.
I was just saying, Halo Wars had awesome cinematics.
Oh man, Halo Wars was fantastic. Actually,
It was just a good game all around, but the cinematics stood out to such a higher degree than most Halo games.
Okay, so I might have watched this guy's cut of the Halo 4 game that turned it into a movie, and he just like cut all the CG things together and cut the gameplay parts together.
yeah, that's probably the guy who did the Last of Us thing that I
But
watched.
somehow managed to remove out all of the like button prompts and
Yeah, no, I'm sure he just like
edited it out somehow.
Blind Skull.
Max Payne hardcore mode that thing.
Yeah, so he
remember that
he
weird glitch
edited
that I had.
he edited it all out, but the clips where people are talking to you and you're like doing stuff, he must have played the game like 3 or 4 times and like recorded every single time, because all of those like little sections where it's clearly him playing the game, he did this amazing job of making it seem like he was actually the chief while people were talking to you. And it's not like he's just like standing there or crouching up and down, like waiting for things to move or anything. He made it seem kind of like realistic. I got super into that and watched the whole thing. It's an hour.
No,
and a
yeah,
half
the people
of my life.
that make those videos do a really
Oh
good
yeah,
job.
it was really good. Except I tried watching one for Halo 3, and it was clearly just this guy who cut together all this like CG
Oh,
scenes
just cutscenes all
and just
together?
like cut everything together. And I was like, you
No
deserve
love.
to die.
There's no love.
Yeah, it was not.
I need to find a good one of those for Metal Gear Solid 4.
I feel like that would be a good movie to watch. Actually,
Yeah. So would Pacific Rim,
would.
Devin.
I just want that. Just really want
so
that.
what you guys been playing this week?
We already went.
I don't know, I'm just
We
trying-
talked about everything.
I'm just trying to move on to something.
So I
Why? We're talking about fucking video games. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
No, I know.
The fuck's wrong
What's
with
Halo
you?
talk?
shut up.
What's wrong with Halo?
Yeah, what's
Halo-
wrong with Halo?
Halo.
Just because you don't like Halo 4, you know what? I'm gonna take
I-
your
I-
Xbox One
I-
and I'm
oh.
gonna smash it,
Ah,
and then put a Halo 4 disc
but
on
I've
it.
had that one for like
MTV would
10
be
years
so
now.
happy.
Yeah, Kumar, you should probably heard the rant I had in the car about PS4 and how Dan's gonna get his launch bundle.
Also, Devin was freaking out like it's been 7 years since the console came out, and
Yeah.
and the way he said this, he said, "If I killed someone," and then he paused for a second, and then I killed another person every week, I would have killed a lot of people. But I thought he was going to say, like, if he killed someone, I would have been out by now. It was like a joke. But no, he said he would have killed someone every week for the last 7 years. He just said he would have killed a lot of people, which, yeah, that's true.
I would have killed a lot of people.
He's freaking out in the car. Like, I'm surprised Devin isn't, like, flipping over your table right now, yelling PS4.
Please don't do that. I need this.
There might actually be a little piece of me right now that is telling the rest of my body, don't you fucking touch it. That is telling the rest of my body to just remain calm for this podcast. And as soon as the podcast is done, I will legitimately burst out the side window, not even the door, and just run around. It'll be magical.
It's kind of cold outside though, man.
Doesn't you know what? PS4 will keep me warm.
But you won't have it yet.
His pure essence of hype will keep him.
Yeah, I'm pretty intensely excited for this. Like excessively.
Ow, my hair just ripped out.
Good. Get hyped for PS4.
Your hype is making my hair static.
So this week I haven't really played much besides a little bit of Assassin's Creed 4 where I was being a pirate and being boss. And
Are you still loving the game?
still loving it actually. I'm thinking I'm gonna get it on PS4 and just stop playing my 360 version.
Hey guys, what do I play first on my PS4?
I think Killzone might be the one thing.
I'm playing Killzone first. That's what I'm-
Actually, that's a lie. I'm getting it tonight at midnight, so it's a reso gun because that's a reasonable download size.
fair enough.
So are you actually getting it midnight now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
How? Are they?
Because
Is the Future Shop having a
I
midnight
pre-ordered
release?
EB, yo.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But also, I was going to wait for my paycheck to come through, and Devin threw $400 at me in the car.
Okay. That's
And
what
then
you were
I'm
talking
gonna,
about.
like, transfer
Did
him
he just
back
pull it out
the
of his
money.
pocket and just throw it at your face?
It was weird.
I can't.
Wait, why wouldn't you just charge it to a card? And then as soon as you have it, like you have to, all your money has to come out of your checking account anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but my credit card is used up.
Okay,
I'm not
so
going
that
to
makes
go
sense.
$400 over the limit.
So
Oh.
I, being a good friend that I am, threw $400 at
When you say
him.
throw, did you legitimately just throw this at his head?
He actually threw the wallet at me and told me to take it out.
Yeah,
Oh.
But
Nice.
Yeah.
I just expect Devin to just one day throw a rock at Dan's window and just be like, expect him like, I need you now. Your favor is now.
well,
Come
no,
to
I'm just
pay
going
it.
to pay him back tomorrow morning after my paycheck comes through.
No, but
That's
he
all.
owns you now.
No, he
Right?
doesn't.
Right, Devin?
No, definitely.
currently for the next 12 hours, I don't.
Me and
'Cause I'm
Devin
a
are
good
on the
friend.
same page
I don't think
here.
you own yourself now for the next 12 hours. You're just vibrating your way through the fucking...
I cannot own property until I own the PS4.
I can't be a homeowner.
So what else have you been playing, Sops?
I've been playing Nether with a couple of guys from the channel with J4Play and Slayer. And I realized that I'm a very different player when I'm playing Nether by myself versus when I'm playing with a group of people.
Wait, is this for the good or for the bad? Like, are you horrendously murderous?
So I
when you're
can't-
playing by yourself?
I can't remember what I said on the last podcast, but
Bandits.
when I'm playing by myself, I talk to people using the in-game voice chat. I give people guns. I'm generally a good guy.
And sometimes you stab them.
And sometimes I stab them. But that's very rare. It's not a lot. When I'm playing with J4 or Slayer or anybody else for that matter, I seem to get this mentality of everyone I see has to die because they've got loot. And that loot may be better than mine. That loot may not be better than mine. Or if I see a dude with a red backpack, no matter what, I'm going to kill him.
Now, I have a question to put this in context.
Sure.
Riccio, how many enemy AI monsters have you killed?
I didn't really play this week.
No, it doesn't matter.
Ballpark it.
Oh, I
think it was
thought
like
there was a
34.
stat for that.
There
Yeah,
was,
I think
there
I
was.
think it was at 34 or something last time.
Devin, how many monsters have you killed?
I think my last count was 58.
Okay. Riccio, how many human players have you killed?
I was at 4.
Devin, how many human players have you killed?
27 before the stat was reset, then a 14, and then the stat was reset, and then this week I've killed 32. So whatever the
Goddamn,
tally of
Tom.
that is.
To be fair, he's played way more than I have.
That's
why my stat is
That's
low.
why I said the monsters thing to put it into perspective.
So I've actually killed more people than I've killed monsters.
Can you
yes?
oh, never mind.
No, continue. Ask your question.
Can you explain how you were doing your murderous rampage
Okay.
today with something complete opposite on the other screen? That was a great thing that you told me.
So today I was playing with Slayer and J4Play, and I was also watching Riccio's stream. Riccio was playing Viva Pinata, which is
You were actually playing that game?
Yeah, man. Trouble in Paradise, man. Just the tip. Trouble
so
in Paradise.
So Riccio was playing that game, and I was just watching that, and then I noticed J4 was on. So immediately I asked him in all caps, "Let's play Nether. Hunt the most dangerous beast of all." Man, I actually really feel like that would be the best sub tag to do that.
Okay, sorry.
We have to bring up what happened.
Someone just wrote a quote in the chat that Devin just said, but he typoed it, and the typo is so much better.
But when Riccio and I read it initially, we just omitted this typo because we were like, of course, that's what Devin just said.
So what he meant to write was...
You almost got away with it, Bronwyn.
So what he meant to write, which we saw first, was everyone I see has to die, I guess what he meant to say.
Yeah.
But what he wrote is everyone I see, I have to die. It's just as if Devin is just some huge monstrosity. It was like, oh God, look at me. It's pretty amazing.
So,
Continue.
murdering, watching Riccio stream and playing Nether is this weird sound thing, because sound plays an important role in Nether, because you have to find, like, hear where gunshots come, kind of go towards them, and then murder the dude who shot the gun, because you want that gun, or the backpack, or he has a knife, therefore you need to kill him, or he's unarmed, which I found with one dude today who I murdered, and it was really weird because he said in-game chat, kill me, and I shot him, and I just had this weird feeling.
Like, why did I just do that?
Like I was that dude's angel
That's
of
the
death.
only one that you had to question. You were like, wait a minute. Did I do the right thing here?
So it was
Would letting him live been worse for him?
so listening to Riccio's stream, and all I hear is this happy, like, yay, yay, and then sniping some
Kill
dude,
me.
sniping some dude, and then just like ending him, and hearing another dude scream in in-game chat, oh my fucking God, and running away while hearing, yay, yay. It's like this weird disconnect.
It was just Viva Pinata, like me blowing up pinatas and making love with them. They were making love with them.
Whoa!
Don't know what to say.
So it was this really weird disconnect of like gritty murder and like kill on sight to this like happy sound in the background.
It's like it was your very own like
Grunt
Grunt birthday party.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's really weird because that's the same sound they use in Grunt Birthday Party.
Well, it is
Or
Microsoft.
one of the same. Okay.
No, it is the same.
Oh, the like yay.
Yay! It's the
Well,
same
kind
sound.
of. Yeah.
No, it like I compared them. It is
Well,
the same
the
sound.
yay is just multiple pinatas jumping around.
Yeah.
Depends on how many are there.
So I also want to mention that J4 spawned into this map, and J4 and I know this map. Like it's a same map for all the servers, and we know it so well that we can kind of call out what streets we're on, and we immediately know where it is. So J4 spawned in beside a dude and immediately started talking to him with in-game chat and being like, "Hey buddy, how you doing? Hey, I'm just here to make friends today. How are you doing?" Meanwhile, I had spawned in right at a camp.
Was he just like?
It gets better. This dude's like, yeah, I just found this ultra rare gun, and Jay's like talking to him like, hey, how's the loot today? Like getting a gauge of what the dude has. I ran to an outpost, switched to my sniper rifle, walked out of the outpost, and could clearly see where this other guy was on top of a truck. Fucking
Shot him, didn't you?
Fucking shot him in the back, and immediately the guy types into all chat, KOS Somppi. Also, J4 Play and him are working together. This whole
How does he know that?
because it says like you were killed by Somppi, like what it is.
Yeah, but how does he know that?
Because I didn't kill J4, and we just started laughing because he had so many rare guns that like the spawn rate on them are tiny and they're really good. Just fucking murked him, took all his shit. That whole server of 15 people were trying to hunt J4 and I. Everybody was talking about where the location was, where we were, where we thought we were going, how much health we had, like just in all chat, just scrolling through. I ended up killing 12 people on that server, including that guy 3 more times. And he managed to, like, I managed to accidentally suicide myself. He collected all his gear back, and I spawned and killed him again. Like, it was just this perfect moment of, like, we own the server. Plus, there were these 2 guys who were like, we are the lawmakers of this server. We kill people who kill other people, like, trying to be good guys. No, we ended them pretty damn quick. They were pretty pissed. They're like, don't shoot me. I'm trying to be a good guy. Yeah, well, that just means you lose all your ammo.
We're bad guys.
Exactly. It was phenomenal. It was, I don't know. This week has been really dark for me.
The entire time that you were killing all these people, you should be yelling in game chat, "I'm the bat."
No, the best part was
I am the law.
This dude was getting so angry, and every time he would say something about me, like how I'm a couple of swear words or something like that, all he would write back in the chat was hi. That was it. Nothing else. Just hi, all caps. And every time I do that, he would get even more angry.
I think yelling "I am the law" is actually probably good Riccio's idea.
Pretty sweet. So today, playing with Slayer. Slayer is fairly new to the game, so we were using him as bait. And this is a great story.
The normal Unity highwayman routine.
Yes, we're using someone as bait. And what ended up happening was Slayer was talking to these two guys, and they were trying to kill him. And he accidentally killed himself by falling off a building. And you can die really easily in that game, where you just like fall 2 stories and you're dead. Like, it doesn't really matter.
It would make sense because I don't think you could in real life jump off 2 stories and be okay.
But Jay and I have managed to move down 12-story buildings by
accepted.
just jumping from ledge to ledge. So what ended up happening was these guys jumped down to collect his stuff. So I shot one of the dudes who was grabbing his gun and reloading it, and I shot him. And his other guy, all we heard in the in-game chat was, "Oh my fucking god!" And the dude books it, just like sprints as far away as he can. All I see is Jay run around the corner, and all I hear in the in-game chat is, "Hey, buddy," and a shotgun blast, and it says, "The guy's name has been killed by J4 Play." It was just this like, I took one, J4 Play took the other.
It all came together.
Turns out the guy had ran around the corner into a building and was huddling in the corner, crouched with a gun pointed out. It's like, "Don't kill me, man. Hey, buddy, what's up?" Boof. Yeah, I'm a bandit, safe to say. I hunt people, and it's really great.
In game, we should preface most of this by saying in game.
In Nether, I hunt people.
He's a nether bandit.
I want to say thank you to Slayer and J4 for.
Cop's like, he's another bandit. Just like fucking kick open my door, shoot him in the face a few times.
I want to say thank you to those two guys for playing this game with me because it's absolutely great. And if you have this game and don't want me to murk you, add me on Steam and I won't kill you.
He'll still kill you. if his first thing is like, "Hey, Devin, I just added you. Oh, cool. What kind of gear you got?" He's going to kill you. A lot.
in whichever game you play.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm okay. There's just something about this game that I am just superior to everyone else.
It's just not another game for you.
I am just the god.
No, it's like, you don't understand, Dan. I have one-shotted like snipe dudes from across the map that are up on top of a building, and all I hear in the in-game chat is them screaming at each other like, "Oh my god, where did that sniper shot come from? Oh my god, I only have half health left." And one of them peeks their head back over again and bam, shot him again. It's this great, satisfying
I thought you were
feeling.
going to be like, and then I fly over there using my cheats, and just slap his ass in the face.
Riccio, I'm not you. I don't cheat in games.
No, I don't cheat.
Hey, cheater.
I would like to see you go. You know, like when you say you're like superior, you just log in one day and your guy stuck in like that like Jesus pose, and just like the neutral thing, be like, it doesn't get any better than
They
this.
crucified me.
They knew it. Oh wow. Okay. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you made this
No,
pose.
that's the neutral pose.
What church did you go to?
No,
Are you
the neutral like animation. Like, hey, I don't have any. I don't know what. I don't know the animation terms.
Anyways, Nether is real good, and the servers have just improved, and it's less laggy now.
I'm really glad to hear that the servers improved. Just because every time that early on this week, like way earlier,
Oh, yeah,
when you guys weren't playing, it was like, "Oh,
brutal.
sweet, yeah, I'll play with you. Shoot a shotgun blast." You run forward, then it's like, you're like, okay, well, that was.
No, now
Hey, Devin, you should stream Nether.
I'm tempted to because people
But PS4.
stream
Okay, well,
snipe
I'll
other
try.
people. So what they do is they'll watch their stream and figure out where they are and then kill them.
But you can block all the
But
like.
you're the
weird
god of
places.
this game, so it shouldn't matter.
No, okay. So getting a military backpack is like that is the best thing you can get today.
Is that a red backpack? like
Yeah,
you were
it's
talking about?
it's a red backpack.
Okay.
Devin, I have an idea. Why don't you stream on a delay?
Okay, how about I got
I
even better.
collected 4 of them today.
I've got a better idea. Devin, do this. Do a stream, and then be like on Skype, whatever, with J4 Play, but don't talk to him. Just have him in your ear, and like have like Slayer or all of us playing. So you're just like, "Oh man, what is this Nether game? This looks real cool. Where am I? Oh, this server." And then we're just like following you at a distance with sniper rifles, just like, "Yeah, come on, get him killed, get him killed." And then
Okay, so
rain
in
hell
that,
upon
ki- in that kind of note,
Wow.
in that kind of note, there was one guy who I killed yesterday when I went on
It's
my
the next level shit, Riccio. Like, really.
So, oh man, this game is super fun.
Like,
That
there's-
military
like, there's-
backpack. Wow.
There's one empty server slot because you filled it up so much. So one stream killer tries to join in and kill Devin,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
and you end his life and take his stuff.
It'd be so great. Just most stupid. Wow, a super sniper, 50 bullets for 50 cal. What are these worth a lot? Where I'm at the
Okay,
church.
so
We got you, Devin.
okay, so there was actually one dude who was in the actual game today, and yes, I have stream sniped someone. I will admit that. I'm big enough to admit
Okay.
that the guy had a
You're
military backpack.
Who?
I needed it.
You're a terrible person,
Who?
Soms.
I'm not gonna mention his name,
Who?
but I logged into the server today and said hi, and the guy typed in all chat and said, "Yo, fuck this, I'm out," and left the server.
It's because you're a bully.
Who?
You're an e-bully.
It's just this guy who streams.
Can you text us his Twitch name?
Yes.
Okay. Like right now, I want to know. I want to know if you did this to someone that is known.
He had 150 users watching him when I killed him.
Wow, Devin.
Damn.
I think that's good for Nether.
Yeah. What are you been playing, Kumar? It's like Dan, you said you only played.
Yeah,
Finished
I'm done.
Persona 4 Golden.
You finished Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait.
Finished Persona 4 Golden in 87 hours. Have no
Jesus
idea how I put
fucking
that much time
Christ.
into it.
Damn. Did you?
Wait. Kumar, I'm going to text you. Continue.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah,
sorry.
I said continue.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
text you.
sorry.
I was sadly spoiled the end of that game from Skin this week.
Why?
Somewhat. I don't know.
What?
He didn't
Actually,
believe
you know
in
what?
my
I
ability
shouldn't
to
say that
play
I'm entirely done yet. I know I'm at the last little stretch.
Yeah.
I have a feeling something is going to happen. Like something else is going to happen. Is like a final little event. But
Wait, I thought you said you were done.
well, I thought I was as well, and then I went back and I so just over the last like 15 minutes, I did something different.
Okay.
And-
All right. Well, then I don't have to text you.
Okay.
Yeah, and something
So
happened.
I texted
so,
you
Yeah,
that name.
yeah,
Did
okay.
you know?
I don't know
guy?
who that guy is.
Okay.
No idea.
Every time I've watched his stream a couple of times now, without stream sniping him, he's actually pretty good. But
Sompy.
Was
I went
yelling?
in. I can only go into his channel now in incognito mode and can't be signed in because he reads off the chat and goes, "Hey guys," like he'll read off the new people, and then he sees my name and he's like, "Yo, fuck you."
Hey, Sompy.
What?
I was watching his stream a little while back.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you see
Because
me
I
fucking-
missed out like when I joined Riccio's channel when he was streaming Nether probably last week or something.
Yeah.
He was just finishing up, so it was him, J4, and you, I think.
Yeah.
And you guys were playing really nice together, and then for whatever reason, you started swinging a battle axe at Riccio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then I
he
killed
murked
him.
you, and then I think he had to go to school or something.
Yeah.
So I started watching, and that name looks really familiar, and I'm actually going to look through the history and see if I can find it.
Okay, so that dude has a lot of gear, and he shouldn't
Okay.
have opened up his inventory when I was browsing and perusing to see who I needed to hunt down, because he opened up his inventory and was like, "Oh, sweet,
Devin, this is a lot of victim
I
blaming
forgot
here. What's
I have a military backpack," and he equipped it. I was like, and his 3 buddies had military backpacks. It was he muted me.
No, I just lowered all around.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Sorry,
I
Harry.
feel bad for that guy, but you shouldn't.
I feel bad for him too.
I think it's kind of funny.
I think you've pretty much just learned what you have to do in the next ones. Whenever, if you try to like be sniped, now you know what to do. Oh, that military backpack! Look at all these items. Oh my god! Whew, I wish I knew how to play this game.
I feel like if I continue with this Nether, which I'm going to, shit's gonna get really dark, and I'm going to.
Yeah, it's already dark, Devin. You just
Well, the worst thing is people are now recognizing my name.
your eyes have adjusted to it. That's all.
Yeah, all right.
It's
fair
dark.
enough. I've seen
People are
some
recognizing
shit.
your name as a traitor.
Yeah, no, they are, and they're like Sompy kill on sight. So I'm gonna have to change my like fucking.
Wait, is it just linked to Steam? So you can just change your Steam name.
change my name. I'm gonna.
That's
Say,
no, it's not linked to Steam.
I thought it was.
No, it's you link your Steam purchase to the account.
Oh
but
yeah,
the account
yeah.
name is
Yeah,
whatever.
okay. So I'm gonna see if I can like change my Nether account name to something like I'm friendly, 1337, or how do I play this game? It'd be magical. Because I feel like
Anyways, Kumar, you
a terrible person.
you finished Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that game, man.
I know.
Game's good.
Right?
Game's good.
Right?
I do have to say this, that it does get like just full out
Tedious?
Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
there's no doubt.
Yeah, just full out ridiculous Japanese kind of thing. But
Are we
I mean,
talking
it's
like
expected,
ridiculous storyline or just
everything,
Like,
everything,
everything, man. Like just there's no real single explanation you can give for a
But that's-
JRPG period, but this one goes over the top in certain places.
Damn.
So it was enjoyable. I mean, the story was
That's
hell of
not
lot
a bad
more
thing. We're not saying that's a bad thing. By the
No,
way.
Yeah, no,
I mean
this
like
is-
damn.
Okay.
It doesn't detract from it in any which way. In fact, I think it sets the if you have proper expectations for the game, then it sets that tone really well.
okay.
But I can say this now, having kind of gone through this game and still playing it, I will not ever play another JRPG. I can say
Really?
that.
You're just done
Yeah,
with
because
it.
like man, I've clocked 85. I don't think I have another game that I've clocked 85 hours in.
Yeah, okay.
What about the Binding
Feels
of
weird.
Isaac?
Feels really weird. But it's a
But
good
also
game.
that game is
What?
such a high point of JRPGs
yeah.
that it's just kind of like it's kind of hard to go
To anything
play
else?
other stuff. Even older Persona games after playing Golden is just like a lot of the improvements aren't here.
That's weird.
I tried to do some really twisted shit in it just because, but it was kind of cool to have the game check you into reality, even though it's a JRPG. So I'd try to say certain things to certain people, and
Really?
it wouldn't work the way I wanted. Yeah, there were times when I was. I think Dan kind of probably knows where I'm going with it, but at one point I think I had 3 girlfriends or something,
Oh,
God.
jeez, buddy. Player.
Yeah. and yeah,
You do get that reality check at one point at the end.
yeah,
of all
exactly.
That.
That's kind of what I mean. Where I tried to relive my high school days, and the game game checks you.
So you were a player all the time, is what you're telling me? Kumar the player with your suits?
Not all the time, but I mean, it was fucking high school. Who cares? I had so much fun in high school. Oh my god. But anyways, Persona 4, Golden, fantastic game.
That's great.
Anyone who has Vita
See
should
now
check it out.
my plan for this now is I played it last year when it came out.
Yeah.
Kumar played it this year.
Yeah. No, I have to do it, I think.
Well, one of you is going to do it
probably
next
will.
year, and then the other one of you is going to do it the year after. So we're going to talk about it every year at Game of the Year chat.
If you really want me to talk about it or get it done, I could probably be the third one, Persona 3, this Christmas break,
I already beat it.
and then do the fourth one at some point. By next
Wha-
year's
what-
Game of the
well,
Year.
yeah, one of you is going to do it by next year's Game of the Year, and then we're going to talk about it again, and then it's going to happen the year after that.
So it's 4 times. For
And then in
Persona
the
4?
5th year, when we add our weird 5th cast member that no one really knows,
Yeah,
then he'll play it.
Who can
or
we-
No,
she'll
no, no, no.
play it
In the 5th year, we'll play Persona 5.
if that's fucking out.
Hey, that's how it works. That's if we have.
Well, now
more
shit's gonna hit the
years.
fan, considering Atlas isn't really what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else
Actually,
you play,
that's
Kumar?
false. The studio's still the same, but I think management-wise, they're gonna face different set of challenges.
To get off what someone said in the chat, since we were talking about random JRPG stuff, I've kept watching Kill la Kill, that anime that I was
that
talking about
anime?
last week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been hearing a lot more about that lately.
You should check it out. I think you should definitely check it out. I'm not even gonna really explain it, other than I'm still watching it, and I was given a few other things, like what we talked about last week, like Attack on Titan and all those weird things. Am I going to still check those out?
Oh,
I need to watch
yeah,
Attack
I
on
need to.
Titan.
Yeah, I
And
need
we need to watch
that.
Evangelion.
We do.
But yeah, Kill la Kill is crazy. I highly recommend it, even for somebody who's like not really into anime. That it's been fucking crazy. And there's only 7 episodes I think out right now, and it's every week they're adding a new. Looks like it's
still airing,
Still airing.
yes.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's still over the top retardedness that you pretty much find
In an
like,
anime.
No, yeah, but not really. It's like I said last week. It's like an anime over topness mixed with like almost South Park style stupid shit.
That's kind of cool.
So that's pretty great. Also, I
I'm
don't know if
really aware of what it is.
It is anime, Riccio.
yeah, but yeah.
Like
You'll
when
watch
you're
it, you'll-
saying it's over the top. Like
That's
No,
an
but
anime.
you'll watch it and you'll understand what I mean, because like it's over the top. Yeah, it's normal, but
Okay,
the
like-
way it pokes fun at it is
I feel
pretty
like
great.
you have never watched a lot of anime, so I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
a lot of animes do that poke fun at themselves thing.
Okay.
Like a lot of animes do
But
that. Like,
but I mean, like apparently certain characters are based off of characters from other animes to look pretty much like exactly like them, and then like shit
you
on
know
that.
what? That happens
Yeah,
in a lot of
okay,
animes.
that's sweet. I don't watch enough animes then, but either way, It was,
You should watch
pretty
Full Metal
great.
Alchemist.
That anime is crazy.
Yeah, I heard that was still on Netflix, so I might check that out.
That
so.
one is phenomenal.
All but the last 10 episodes.
Yeah.
But I just give this to Devin. I
Yep.
give you the whole series if you don't want to use internet. But I don't think you're.
we don't
yeah.
Yeah, sure. So I'll probably check those out as I go through it.
Honestly, it's worth your time. It's
Yeah.
it's really well done.
Kill the Kill is worth your time so far. Let's check that out. Yeah, so Kumar, what were you saying? What else have you played?
What else did I play? I played a little bit more Spelunky.
Okay.
Played some Duke Nukem Megaton Edition.
Oh yeah.
I played some Call of Duty.
Okay.
Played some Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army Nazi Zombie.
Is that when we played for a little bit, or
that
it
as well
other-
as I played a little bit with a buddy of mine who
Okay.
who I think it was
The
on
second-
sale or something.
the second one or
recently.
the first one?
No, the first one. The first one. I figure I'll leave the second one for an experience that maybe all of us can have.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That is a
I
great
still
idea.
really want to play that game with you guys.
All right.
What else? Played some more FTL.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I played some Skyrim.
Hold on. I forgot just to stop on FTL for a second. I don't know if you guys heard about the thing to dip into news since I
yeah,
forgot to
the
bring it up.
advanced edition.
Yeah,
is that
coming
what
out
that's called?
January, February, or something.
Yeah.
Early next year.
Q1.
Q1. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. People have been asking if we're gonna do some more footage and gameplay for that.
It's gonna be on iPad as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's I think we owe it to FTL viewers.
Yeah.
To the day that comes out,
Yeah.
I'll gather up and
Do it.
do something because there's a bunch of new stuff in the game apparently. So,
Oh really?
yeah, like it's
Yeah,
not
new
just
enemies,
like
new
iPad
weapons, new
version.
music.
Yeah,
You
new
wanna-
dialogue and encounters and stuff.
Draws. It's always a good way.
Maybe they'll fucking change that up. You're gonna do it, and instead of killing, it'll know. Be like, hey, remember those random dudes? Just kill everybody else but him. We're all gonna be sad. I don't know what I just said there.
Words.
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 Yeah, we're probably gonna play it though.
So I guess look for that.
Yeah.
because we all love FTL.
we're gonna play it. Yeah.
I had this weird spot in my heart for FTL that I always keep going back to it, and I get really frustrated with it, and then I'm like, okay, no, this game's good. All right, this is
That
fine.
reminds me, I have been getting beta codes and Kickstarter just nonsense from Astronaut Starstorm.
Oh really?
Oh really?
And
Have you tried any?
I haven't redeemed any
Oh,
of
shit.
them, so I should probably do that and play some of that like beta with replays and all the custom game stuff that they've added.
Oh damn.
All right, that'd be sweet.
So if
I get
Oh,
two
it's all- it's-
announcers
it's-
as well. I get Gnaw and Voltar.
is it a beta of those announcer things right now, or can I like somehow buy into it still now, or is it just like if you kickstarted?
If you kickstarted it,
And I'm guessing it's like a separate executable or whatever on Steam, probably.
yeah, it's like the Awesome Nuts beta that didn't
Oh,
appear
right,
from our Steam
right.
library for
Yeah.
like fucking.
Is it
God
still
knows
there?
How long?
It's gone.
No, it's gone. now.
Okay.
But it was like
too bad.
It was months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome Nuts. Also,
Did they have a
place in my
release
heart.
date for any of that new shit? Like actually out?
They are pretty much done a lot of the like improvement things. Those are in the beta right now.
Okay.
Like the custom
Replay and all
games
that.
and the replays
Sure.
and stuff. That's in the beta.
Okay.
But they are just about to put out one of the new characters into the
Oh,
beta.
cool.
And there's supposed to be, with the way it got kickstarted, I think there's supposed to be 5 or 6 new characters.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Something like that. Yeah.
So once all those are done, then it will come out. So
Did they ever get enough money to like get a custom character or something? Do you know if there's any?
like one designed
Yeah.
by someone? No, I don't think so. I think it was. If they'd reached all their stretch goals, I think they only would have had one more custom character. Like that's how far up they got.
Okay.
That's pretty intense.
Damn.
The fact that got so.
So like basically by not getting kickstarted, they missed one
Yeah.
character, which I bet you they'll make
Yeah.
in the end.
Probably still
anyways.
do it anyway. Oh well.
But rather than the initial 3, which is what Starstorm was going to be, there's now going to be like 6 or something of them. So that's great.
That's pretty. I actually really like Awesome Nuts. It's
Yeah.
one of those games that I look at and say like
Well,
I should play this.
could do some beta footage.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If there's
'Cause
no
I
NDA
have
or
it.
whatever on
No,
it.
there isn't.
No. Okay. Yeah, sure.
They
You can do it.
live off the stream.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like FTL does, where they're like people.
Well, you
are
can
buying
for
the
sure
game
expect some
because-
during the marathon.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
That thing is still gonna be
I
so.
don't
That's
know
gonna be
what
such a
we
crazy
can do.
marathon.
that's gonna be such a good marathon.
Too many streaming consoles while streaming on a PC. It's crazy. It's fucking craziness.
I'm angry at seeing
Heavy
Heavy
Rain.
Riccio.
No,
heavy,
it's
heavy
not-
rain. We're gonna play.
Yeah,
Heavy
I'm
Rain.
so. Oh man. Oh, I hope that's like mind. I hope.
Oh,
wonder-
I forgot. I played Beyond. Like
Oh,
half
really?
of it. No.
Okay. Okay. I was. 'Cause remember last time you talked to me, you were decent.
But that was this week.
yeah. Ah,
I forgot I played half of that game. Or
Great.
so you've said.
roughly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was way further than that. You said half, and I was like,
It's
really?
hard. I don't remember how long that stream was, but that was like the kind of right before starting point of where I was for that final night. and that was
that was
like
like
a
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, no, that was like a 6-7 hour stream. Yeah, so
Well,
depending on how much time you still have left, I don't remember where that it was during that. I don't know how close it was to start, but you've got still
also, I don't know
hours.
what anyone thinks they know about Beyond. It's fucking wrong.
Oh, really?
There's some
what do you
weird
mean?
shit in that game
Yeah.
that happens.
That's
It's
in
like,
a good way though. Like you're
oh
You
yeah,
mean,
I'm
okay,
on
wrong,
board.
You mean like
but
twisted or?
no, just like
weird.
you
like,
couldn't have seen this stuff coming.
yeah. It's
Even with the premise, it's just like, what is even fucking happening right now?
it's still gonna get crazier. It doesn't really.
No,
Stop till-
good.
yeah.
Because they have raised the bar in a way that I'm like, okay, you better.
better show me
I'm
something crazy.
expecting some fucking outlandish things from this game now.
Once you've completed it, I want you to.
Well, we're gonna have the heavy rain talk where we're like, oh, what happened here?
Oh yeah, but I mean, but like the night you finish it, because something I want you to make sure that you go back and do. To once you're out of like, holy shit, this has been a crazy
I
game.
didn't change my heavy rain experience. Why would I change Beyond?
Well, it's either to like go check it out on YouTube or something, but you need to see like this other thing,
That could happen, basically.
like yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So there's
I've watched all the
Yeah.
endings of Heavy Rain.
so
but I
yeah,
didn't
just do
change my
that of like,
experience.
oh shit, that'd have been crazy. Do that, but okay, if during the marathon, if like let's say Devin plays Heavy Rain, it'd be really cool to like, oh that was really crazy, and then see their like Beyond playthrough, because that I don't know how
Like
long.
I thought it was gonna be grounded like Heavy Rain. I was fucking wrong.
No. Yeah, if you're expecting that, holy shit, you
well,
must be like,
well, no, I was even like, oh, okay, you have the like ghost buddy, basically.
Yeah.
That's the other playable character, and like that's in the premise for the game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, like this weird possession thing. I did not see it going in this like other way it goes.
we'll have more talks. At least you and I until
the
you finish it.
earliest time that you can play by this halfway point,
Yeah.
where it's just like winter outside.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? When you go up to the bathroom and look in the mirror. Did you do that?
I don't
There's
think
some horror game shit
Really?
happened in that, and then you have to go into the garage and get the
garage. You might have gotten a scene I never got.
great. Well, that it was horror game for a chapter there.
Really?
You have to tell me about that. Like text that or talk to me later. Cause I remember there was parts where there was kind of like not like jump scares, but shit happening, like stuff. But I don't remember.
Well, it was a different thing from. Well, there's still stuff like even like I know hasn't been answered or like talked about yet, even really.
But
like there's like it's just I can't even that game. It's
It's messing with you, Dan. Is it eating your soul, or is it just like
it's that weird thing where it's like, of course I should have expected this, but I didn't really expect anything when I was going into this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that made Pacific Rim so fantastic for me, and I can't stop thinking about it. Is because I was like, yeah, there's giant robots in this, and I don't really know what I expected out of that, but this is exactly what I wanted.
perfect? Great. I approve.
Yeah. Let me know when you finish that. So we can have a quick talk. But what I like to do is during marathon, depending on how long Heavy Rain takes, I'll have to also see it like them playing Beyond or something, because those would be great games to sit down and kind of we could sit and talk about it, and then be like, we don't say anything when they do something. Be like, well, I did that. This was crazy. And be like, oh shit, I know that could happen, and it would be crazy.
In the earlier part, in the mirror that I'm talking about, it gives you a literally half-second, like it's like you blink and miss it, but it's a half-second look at the other character.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I think yes.
Okay.
I've maybe not seen it there, but that has happened.
Yes.
Okay.
But it happened there, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Man, you gotta finish that game.
I know I do.
When did we talk this week? Whenever you told
I
me like,
don't
yeah,
even fucking know
it
what
must
day
have been
it
like
was.
it must have been like maybe
Was
it
it
was the weekend.
Sunday?
Was
or
it the
something?
weekend?
Yeah.
It must have been. So, I don't think we've really talked much this week.
No, it was Sunday because
Yeah.
we were gonna hang out or play something
That's
or
what
whatever,
it
and I was
was.
just like, nothing is happening, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sit down and play Beyond.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then we were gonna play PlanetSide, and then it didn't update.
Yo, I'm glad you didn't play PlanetSide. That
Dude,
game is shit.
No, okay. Devin had like the worst
that
experience
game
of it.
is
No, hold
the
on,
equivalent
Call me. Don't
of
say it yet.
audio
Don't say it yet.
diarrhea.
Don't say it yet.
Dripping in your fucking ears.
So-
slowly oozing down your ear canal,
bro.
tickling your eardrum.
Well, the
and
updater
saying,
started-
"This
Kumar,
is
what did you
shit."
just say?
so this is kind of gross.
I said okay there, bro. I thought that's what she said. But no, okay, so okay.
Fucking
Well,
ass.
the updater certainly gave me that impression.
I've
it
played,
is.
So hold on. I played Play Inside for like 4 days this week. I kept going back to it. They put out the optimization patch, which I haven't tried yet, but I heard it's actually increased.
Devin, this game's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be filled with people and shit, and it's gonna be awesome.
Shut yourself for a second. So we were playing, and for like 4 days, for 4 nights.
Wasn't this after I left?
Yeah.
So anyways,
okay.
So for 4 days, I'm playing, and I get in. There's just like crazy fights that we have of like platoons are 40 people, and you have 2 platoons working together. So 80 people. You have the leaders on TeamSpeak talking to each other and calling out people in squads, and squad leaders are telling us what to do. And there's like all this coordination going on where it's like, all right, everybody get back to like the main base, get into galaxies, which are 12 people's ships. And you have like just like 12 people's ships flying across and just like airdropping in with like this like air cushion shit. So you're taking over fucking planets, and 4 nights of just nonstop that craziness, like really good squads, everyone communicating, like people helping out, all this craziness. So I'm like, oh, Devin, like we gotta try download it. And we're like, okay, this is me and Drackle, because we were the ones playing, got like super excited. We're like, yeah, we're gonna fucking play. It's gonna be fantastic. We get in with Devin. We're like, hey, Devin, join my squad. Come, we're gonna go like airdrop in. It's gonna be crazy. Like nobody's talking on the mic. Like no one's talking. He airdrops onto like this base where the squad beacon is like on top. When you hit it, you die because it's like a shield for the other team. So he's like, okay, this is fucking great. He finally gets into like the combat, and it's just like a clusterfuck of no one pulling their classes, of no one healing, like just a clusterfuck of people just running in and shooting. We're like, okay, no, hold on, this is garbage. Okay, Devin, just leave that squad. We're gonna go do another squad. We're gonna ninja shit. We're gonna start our own war. So then there's us like going to another planet that's fully taken over by like another team, and we drive to like a base, and we sit there and we try to cap it. We're like, this is gonna cost some shit. It takes like 5 minutes to capture something. We're like, this is gonna cost some shit. Don't worry about it. And then whatever, we capture another one. We capture another one. We capture another one. We're like, oh my fucking god. And then
Did you just uncontested take down this whole planet?
no, like we took down like I don't know, like 4 bases, and then we get to like this main.
How many bases on a planet?
There's like I don't know 50 or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
okay.
did like
All right,
nothing.
all right.
But we started a pretty like we started an initiative.
You invaded this
So
planet.
we get to a hot zone finally, and we're like, holy shit! Like there's people like communicating like proxy voice and stuff, and people are rezzing, and it's like it's a little bit better. But we get there as we win the battle, and then like, oh great, we captured it. And Devin's like, okay, I'm fucking done for tonight. I'm like, out of all the experiences I've had with PlanetSide, you just had like even my own like shittiest 45 minutes of us playing that fucking ever. It's just like, dude, it's gonna be so much fun. Explosions. Sitting at a capture point for 5
Honestly,
minutes. I
if
was
that
like,
had happened to me after that updater, and as tired as I was, I would have uninstalled the game right there.
I was debating it.
But we have to give it one more try with like, if we can get more of us where we are the ones communicating, so it doesn't matter about like if Drackle and myself, that's fun of us being 3, but if there's a lot of us, we could just start our own squad and then be the leaders and all the crazy shit going on. But yeah, like that was the worst. Like, hey, let's jump in. I swear this game is great. Watch us capture shit for 45 minutes. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty fucking.
Sompy, are you gonna give it a second shot?
Yeah, I'll give it another shot just to see, like, because the way Riccio was describing it, it sounded pretty sweet. But if it's shit again, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
But it was so hard. Like, I wish I
I'm
could.
totally just patching it. Fucking uninstall.
But I wish I could just point to him like, look, this is the cool shit. When like there were points.
Devin, no, wait.
But no, I even told them like when we were running on that last point.
No,
that
please,
last point.
not yet.
But do you remember like that last point? Whenever they were about to capture it, I look up and I'm like, Devin, just look at the craziness. Like there's
Oh, yeah,
the
that was
galaxies coming
great.
and like airdropping. Like we could have been doing that. Like
Why weren't we here?
Yeah, and it was just kind of.
It could have been great, but it was shit.
It probably would have been a good experience if you got into that hot point like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it totally would have been.
But the craziness that like I played it a few times this week where it was Drackle and I just playing. We'd hop into stuff and I was using proxy stuff and talking to leaders and shit.
The only proxy thing I heard was some dude screaming "fuck."
Everybody just goes like "fuck," like medic. Like okay, what? Where are you? Or who the ones yelling? Anyways,
Yeah, it was.
But
oh yeah, it was great.
But yeah, so there's these things that every few hours or something, there's something called an alert, which happens is that there's like 3 different continents, which are just maps, huge maps with 50 things that you can capture, or whatever. And there's things called biolabs, and there's like 2 on each continent, or some of them have 3. So there's like I don't know 9 in total. Let's say there's 3 on each. I think there's 9 in total. And the point is to capture, be the faction with the most captured by the time that like 4 hours goes out. Now 4 hours is a lot of time because. I think it's 4. Let's say it's 3 hours. I don't know how exactly the time. I always go in and it's already going. But you capture a base. Sometimes it'll take 15 minutes. Like cool. that thing's going to be contested for those multiple hours. See, that's why you have like multiple platoons like fighting to like just keep shit going and just like capture everything. But yeah, so anyways, I went on one time and we were just losing. Like our team had nothing going on. I don't know. I have no idea. Rico on podcast 100. Will you build a bed while doing the podcast, please? Anyway.
Yep. You heard it here.
I have no comment.
No comment.
So he read our emails. Like what? No. But no. So we weren't even paying attention, and I don't know. Like two hours went by, and there was 10 minutes left on the alert, and we were just capturing. Like we were just fighting. Like just whatever. It's in the squad. Like whatever. Let's just capture this biolab. Let's see what we can do. And then in those 10 minutes, Draco and I weren't paying attention, and we hit like tab. Turns out we captured almost all of them, and like the last 10 minutes was like us fighting for the one that would break like even and make us win as our
and we
team.
won it.
And we're just like, holy shit! Like,
Oh,
man,
man.
what the fuck? And then it ticks over. It's like, like whatever, alert over, and it was New Conglomerate is our side. It's like New Conglomerate wins. We're just like, what? And it just gives you like a fuck ton of experience, a shit ton of like certifications to buy upgrades, and we're just like,
that just kind of happened, just like
yeah.
out of nowhere.
But yeah, that game is a crazy tug of war that can be super fun.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Except for it was hard because I think we told you to skip the tutorials. Well, we're like, you know how to shoot. Let's just get in the game. So going from that to like, okay, let's try to get you airdropped into like a 150-person fight in a tiny compact space where no one's using medics and like fucking support shit and turrets and massive mech gun guys.
Nobody was
the worst
doing
startup.
anything except for the one dude screaming "fuck" over proximity chat.
Yeah. And then Devin lagged out and like shot laser beams of healing across the world. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was pretty phenomenal. That was the highlight of my day, where I
you
lagged
crashed out.
and fucking was just shooting laser beams, and then it crashed.
Like, Devin, come over here, heal us. I'm right next to you. No, your fucking beam's going through walls and you're still outside. Oh. Then he crashed.
And I said, I'm going to bed.
So what else did you play, Riccio?
Was it last week that I finished Arkham City?
Yeah.
Okay. But
You finished City and Origins this past week.
Damn. Okay. Wow. Finished Arkham City.
No, wait.
You finished
City
City
last
last
week.
week. Started Origins this week.
And you finished Origins this week.
That makes sense. I finished Origins this week. That game was a glitchy mess throughout for the fighting. Story-wise, that was a fucking amazing Batman game. And
Good.
really good main story, really good side stories, and some of the like side villains you can choose to do are pretty cool. Some of them are kind of
Great proximity chat.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry. I'm just being a dick.
Anyway, but what was it? There's one of the main villains that they introduced in all the cutscenes. Deadshot. Is that one of them?
Yeah, Deadshot's a sniper.
No, the one that's like is Deathstroke that he's.
No, it's Deathstroke, but there's Deadshot.
It was the
like sniper guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Sniper Guy is Deadshot. Yeah.
I beat that whole game. I did as many side things as I could find. I've not seen that fucking character in the entire game.
The one he was in City.
Yeah,
Did you see him in City?
I think.
Because that's like a weird like. You find random murdered people around the city, and you're like, "Who
So
did
I
this?" And you
skipped
check
most of
bullet
that.
trajectories.
Okay, yeah.
And
I skipped that.
like
mostly.
that's the only way Deadshot is in the game.
But in Origins, he's one of the like main 9 assassins, and you see
Oh.
the other ones as like random side things, like, oh, I'm a
I'm
character.
Fisto Roboto.
No, I'm just gonna not name characters, but I'm a character. I'm just gonna be a side person, maybe be on your team and help you do some stuff, but like try to teach you a lesson and be bad, kind of, but not try and kill you. But straight up Deadshot, never fucking saw him in the game. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
He's an awesome character.
yeah. I was waiting for like, oh man, we just did like this dude. This guy is. I'm almost
A sniper
farther
shot's
in this
gonna
game.
ring
There's gonna be a
out.
sniper shot. Yeah, I'm gonna start fighting him. Never fucking saw him. I like you fight Deathstroke, that's for sure. But Deadshot.
Yeah, I've seen that fight. That fight looks
'Kay.
wicked. The first one.
Yeah.
I know
this
this sounds really dumb, and I know his character's name is actually Deathstroke. I just pictured a dude having.
All right,
stroke.
so oh my god, don't. Okay.
like
great.
Batman, and then he just can't talk on one side of his face, and he
Okay.
dies.
All right. That is
His
horrifying.
mask gets split down the middle.
Yeah, there you go, Two-Face.
Thank you, Dan.
Um,
Dan completes me.
ooh, the other half that's stroked. Oh, anyway,
No,
anyway,
Dan. If you join in Nether, I'll give you a military backpack for free.
they don't kill you.
Take the military backpack.
Remember, red backpacks equal death to me.
Yeah, from what I heard is that Deadshot, sorry, is actually a side character that you're supposed to meet throughout the side objectives or something.
Well, apparently, if all the other assassins are that way, then yeah, of course.
Well, some of them. There's only like a select few. Yeah, it did a pretty good job. Like I said, I don't know much about the Batman like lore, history, and all that stuff
The
or whatever.
mythos.
Mythos that works. So
The canon?
Yeah, or the canon, sure. So they introduce like a
Fan fiction.
other side character who's not like a main villain, and I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. But the intros and the stuff that they tell you from them was interesting enough for someone who doesn't know any of it to be automatically like, okay, I want to know more about this person. Or like, that's pretty fucking cool. Like, let's
Also,
do it.
some villains don't need explaining.
Yeah,
Killer Croc. Yeah, okay.
yeah. He looks angry. He's gonna punch a dude.
Two-Face. Got it.
Yeah. The people like Mad Hatter and some other stuff where I just didn't know where they were going with some of that shit, and that was pretty cool.
Mad Hatter actually thinks he's in the world of Alice in Wonderland.
Really?
That would explain.
It's pretty sweet.
I talked about that on the last podcast, I think. The Mad Hatter stuff.
Because he was in City.
Podcast. Yeah, so I finished Arkham Origins.
That's pretty sweet.
Where's my list? I have.
Did you watch that quick look yet?
City?
I tried to. I got a little bit into it, and then I kind of zoned because this was after I'd beaten the game, so I just kind of
you
like.
were just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's
too
good. So I enjoyed part of it. There's some pretty dumb shit being like I don't remember most of it actually. You know what I was.
Did he get to ask Siri something yet?
Yes. Oh, what did he? Oh yeah, how tall
is the Batman?
Just like 54 feet tall.
154 feet.
Really? Wow, that's wonderful.
Like wow, this changes everything. But yeah, so that was pretty great. I fucking laughed at that. But yeah, so I finished.
Skip ahead and watch the multiplayer part.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
because it's the last 15 or so minutes of that whole thing.
Easy enough.
I watched you play some multiplayer, and that looked pretty cool.
The Batman stuff.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird as fuck. It's. I'm glad I tried it, but I won't take it seriously. It's one of those multiplayer. It's like, man, that was super silly. But if anybody tries to get serious in this game and has a really high rank, which everyone seems to have, it's really I don't know.
You're
it felt
wasting
unbalanced.
your life.
Suck, yo.
Yeah, but it felt really unbalanced when I played it. I could be wrong. I did only play it for about an hour, but yeah. Anyways, I finished Origin. I played and finished Rain on the PS3.
Yeah, that looked really
I
good.
was laughing about that multiplayer
Both-
part.
Okay, I'll have to watch that tonight maybe. There's no fucking way in hell I'm gonna be able to sleep at the proper time tonight. Like there's no. PS4. Anyway, I finished Rain. I was maybe an hour into it. I was at chapter, I don't know, like 4 out of 8. So I was about halfway. That game is really good. Devin, you watched it. Did you actually end up buying the soundtrack?
Yeah, it's good.
It was $10.
$10 for 30 songs.
The soundtrack for Rain is phenomenal.
It's
Phenomenal.
a lot of classics
Can't
that have been
speak it.
remixed by a guy, and they're done really well. It's a lot of classical music, and
a
it's
lot of it is piano as well.
Yeah.
and it's
but it's that really crisp grand piano sound. It's not done on like a stand up or anything. It's obviously recorded on grand piano. Phenomenal. It's wonderful.
I used to play the piano.
So did I.
That reminded me of when I was showing Riccio my house on.
How are they even related?
No, you'll see. Because you had this little tidbit.
I'd
of-
wager it has something to do with a piano.
No, I was showing Riccio my new apartment through FaceTime,
Oh, yeah,
and like showing my office, and I was like, "There's my desk, there's my like bookcase, there's my violin, there's this," and like just totally skipped over it. And he's like, "Whoa! You play violin?" I'm like, "Yes."
I used to play the violin as well.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What level of?
No, high school classes
I played the
Oh.
Sing.
for like 2 years.
I'm
Don't
Royal Conservatory grade 7.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
I have a whole bunch of like gold medals from like Kiwanis Festival and all this other shit.
I wrecked Kiwanis festivals. Beat all those Chinese kids.
Yeah, buddy, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's great.
Okay.
I'll play the bottle.
I know it sounds really dumb, but those festivals are filled with
The hole's too big.
Yeah.
a lot of expecting.
Oh, those festivals are a fucking breeding ground for disappointed parents.
Oh yeah,
And
just like
for very drug addicted children.
fucking Ritalin man runs rampant in that competition.
Oh, it's awful.
It's real bad.
So
like,
wait, you play the violin?
yeah,
Then you were just a few letters away from being violent.
explains so much
You
about
were waiting
Nether.
to use that, weren't you,
I
Riccio?
just was waiting to use that actually.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Story of my life.
What else, Riccio? You talked
Disappointment
about
story?
Viva Pinata. You talked
Well,
about...
I want to talk a bit more about Viva Pinata.
Oh,
but-
Rain.
So yeah, I was playing Rain. I finished it. It's $15 I think to buy that. It's super interesting to play. But the story was very confusing and
Yeah, I was a little
Fucked.
lost on some of it. I didn't see all of it, but what I was kind of watching was like, all right, this is interesting, neat concepts, but the story is a little convoluted.
it was a nice way to kind of sit there, relax, and sort of listen to really sweet, calming music. Be kind of intrigued the entire time of what was going on, but I don't really understand like the ending-ish.
Good settings,
kind of. But it was good. It was good. I don't know. It was fun. I'm glad I finished it. It was something that I know that if I hadn't finished it now, like a lot of stuff that's still on my PS3 just downloaded, it'd be like, oh, PS4 sweet, and then I'd turn on the PS3 and whatever. Like the fact that I saw Rain was. Because normally I just put disc games into my PS3 and just play and go.
Yeah.
I finally decided to scroll down. I'm like, oh yeah, right, fuck Rain. I forgot about that. Let's just do that. And that
I also saw at some point you were playing Nobi Nobi Boy.
today.
Yeah,
I played Nobi Nobi Boy.
that looks really good.
I went back to it.
Yet again, I also heard that while I was playing Nether. Some weird combo shit right there.
It's I fucking love it. I wanted to download that soundtrack as well. It's $15 for like fucking 30 different instruments of craziness. Yeah, so I went back to Nobi Nobi Boy. Weird as shit. It's the type of thing that I used to cast it like 3 years ago or something, let's say, and that was
you've told the story.
But no. So it was really crazy. But to people who watch my channel, I thought I knew people who've been there for what felt like 3 years, and then I'm like, oh yeah, you guys know this, and a lot of people are like, what the fuck are you playing? I'm like, okay then, this is Nobi Nobi Boy. So for those you don't know, you do stretches, you send a stretch, girl eats your love, stretches.
Girl eats your
space,
what?
Your love.
Yeah.
Stretches through space, gets the planets. We're not at Neptune yet, but we're at 3 trillion fucking meters or miles, whatever that M is, away.
The last time you played it, how far were we?
I have no idea. I do not know.
I wager back when you played it, probably like Mars.
Uranus was the last one to be unlocked, and I think I was still around when Uranus was there.
Okay.
That's not
Are you talking about Venus?
I'm talking about Venus.
You're talking about his anus.
But they say we're almost at Neptune. I don't know what the Neptune's distance is, but when I submitted,
When you start getting to the further out planets,
yeah,
it's the
significant.
distances are greater.
What's nice is now when you submit like, oh, I grew like 1,000 meters, you submit it and it's like, oh, well, just to be super swell, I'm gonna multiply that by 2013 because it's this year. And it's like holy shit, or like 2013 times. So it just fucking multiplies up to like a shit ton.
They gotta get there sometime in humanity's lifetime.
But the weird thing is they used to have an
I
iPhone
wonder
app.
if Pluto's still in the game.
Ooh, I don't know. We'll never know.
Okay, that was something I read today. I read up why Pluto is not classified as a planet anymore.
It's too small.
No, it's because if Pluto was to move closer to the sun, it would actually melt, or a large portion of it would melt, and a tail would form, therefore making it a comet. Because it's so far outside from the sun and rotating the sun at such a large distance.
It's also got a weird orbit.
Yeah, it has a weird orbit, but when it gets close enough to the sun, which is not very close at all, like when it's nearest, it actually forms a tail. Therefore, it's classified as a comet. Scienced!
Well, that's just common sense.
You're so dumb.
Me?
I always thought it was something like it was
Fuck you,
small
Kumar.
enough and there were other bodies roughly the same size of it that if they continue to classify Pluto as a planet, then they'd have to add like 2 more planets.
It's
I thought
classified.
it was something like that.
That's part of it, but it's
Okay.
the main thing.
Lots of reasons that Pluto had to go.
The main reason is because if it when during some part in its orbit of the sun, it forms a tail. Therefore, it's classified as a comet.
Pluto just had to go, I guess.
Motherfucker.
Nobi Nobi Boy is a crazy game to try and introduce to people. If people don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, I
But-
figured you with mostly regulars, people would remember it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, my morning streams still don't get as many normal regular. Like, not. It's more like recent regulars more than people who've been there for like a shit ton of years.
Oh, okay.
But either way, it was funny to just see the reactions. Like, what the fuck is going on? Me being like, "Chicks out, I'm gonna try shit. Nobody's poop into his mouth. She just keep eating the people and stuff." Weirdest thing to describe people. But Nobi Nobi Boy is really great. I think it's like $5 still or something to get it. But yeah, there used to be an iPhone app that also, when you moved around, wiggled and shit and stretched, it would send it also to a girl. But I don't think it's like that anymore.
Watch it just sending to somebody's like Gmail account. I know it's not. That's not actually what it is, but just sends all the stats to someone's Gmail account.
Yeah.
They open it up after like how many years and like, oh god, so much fucking email.
So
By the way, that Knack game on the iPhone, is stupidly addictive.
I told you when I finally showed him how to actually play it, he was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, it's real good.
It looks just like a Bejeweled game.
It is, but there's this weird strat to it.
Yo, Riccio, you get to play Knack tomorrow. You too, Dan.
I get to play tonight.
Devin will, because you're not
Oh, I
getting.
didn't know
I'm
Somppi bought
waiting
it.
until Devin finishes it and lends it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought
Well, you'll be
you
able to
bought
play
it,
it
not
here.
Sompy.
You'll be able to play it here.
No, I bought it.
Dan.
Oh, we were gonna play co-op, weren't we?
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Make sure you bring. Oh yeah, you're bringing your whole PlayStation anyway.
Yeah,
So.
of course.
To download, of course.
I'll remote play with you guys from my place on my Vita.
All right.
Oh, did
we
you
can
see
set up a
that-
VPN tunnel and we can do that.
Guy playing
Remote
Chelsea?
playing to a Vita works as like a second controller. Like a Vita
You can
remote
use-
playing to a PS4 can act as
Oh,
another
yeah.
controller.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they'll still play on the screen, but then the game, yeah.
It's magic.
Also, since well, okay, never mind. I'll get into that stuff a bit later. Since there's a lot of news that came out from people who got it early that I'm going to talk about. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I won't mention that game. I finished Gears of War Judgment. I finally went back to it and was like, "Fuck it, let's finish
Does
this
it
game."
tie into the beginning of Gears of War 1?
And you tried to get me to
Yeah,
buy
I need a
it.
yes or no. I need a yes or no.
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
I was hoping that the final part would be like, "Oh shit, what's gone to hell? We got to go unlock fucking Marcus out of." No,
oh, too bad.
I was sad. Fuck, that game is so goddamn good. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
of course
hell
it is.
people can fly.
That's why you didn't finish it until now.
No, but I don't know. I mean, the difference between Gears of
Yeah,
War
your
3.
opinion's really skewed on that.
Games always come out and I play something else. Doesn't mean the game's shit.
No, we've talked about this before. Riccio's opinion on games is way more valuable when they're in the past.
Yeah.
He plays
Because
so
he's had
many.
time to go back and play them.
Well, no, he plays so many as just a bulk amount that he can better analyze
I see that.
games in the past. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
During the Game
But
of the Year
whenever he
awards, it was
plays-
like, wait a second. Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
I
shit,
know.
right. Okay.
That's probably around when we talked about it.
So, but no, instantly coming back to Gears of War, whenever I came, like,
It came out of the phenomenon how every new game that he plays is amazing and awesome and good.
pretty much. Playing it through Gears of War Judgment almost felt like I was playing like a third-person weird Halo, because I forgot that it totally throws out the ability. Well, you can take cover and shit, whatever. But most of that playthrough, playing on hardcore, was just like me fucking rolling up on people, just like shooting across the map, like diving around, but never really getting into cover. And I did always the
Did your shield recharge?
My health came back. Unless you were doing some of the declassified things, which change up what happened, where it's like your shield doesn't come back. That game, I tried to send you guys a GIF of how fucked that glitch was, where I just die and I could like get back up and run around and still just whatever.
Yeah.
When you pick up the cleavers, and if you die while holding a cleaver, the cleaver falls and you stand up and then you're dead, but you can still move around. But the bots don't know how to revive you. So one of the levels was like, oh no, it's happening again, and the camera's like stuck, and I'm just running around. And I'm like, wait, wasn't the ending over there? And then I hear like the game's still going on, and the bots are still killing everything because you're still with 3 AI companions through the game. And I'm just like, oh, we gotta get to extraction. I'm like, well, I think it was over here. So I'm like dead in like the fucking bleed out screen, running towards it, and I beat the level that way. The game didn't give a shit.
Awesome.
Great coding.
That was great, but
Working as intended.
the game is so much fun. I go check the online, so I'm like, maybe I'll play a match or something.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about this.
There's the playlist, and you go through. It's like team deathmatch, 20 people, whatever, something, 20, 10, 15, 20, 100 something people. I'm like, okay, I guess that's okay. Like you can still find a match, I'm pretty sure. Then I checked like the VIP lobbies, like 5-1 something, whatever. DLC lobbies like 0001 0000. I was like, okay, well, so glad I bought that season pass.
Yeah.
And of course, every time you got, like, because I had the season pass, every time you get shit back out to the menu, it was like, oh, we have DLC for you to download. Do you want to download it now? No. Hey, there's another deal. Because I have 4 DLC packs to download. I was like, did you? No.
Was there any single player in any of them?
I don't think so. I didn't.
Probably check.
I downloaded them all, but I never checked. I did play the Aftermath, which is like the, in Gears of War 3, whenever Cole and Baird are off trying to just randomly sail in on a boat. And they come in, you're like, oh shit, how'd they save us? In 3. They have that like side thing. Mm-hmm. The reason they waited in this one is because it takes place in one of the locations in
Judgment.
What I hated, however, and not really a spoiler, sort of, but there's 4 people you play through Judgment. There's like Baird, Cole, some dude I can't remember, he's like Russian, and like some chick who's, I don't know, Scout. Very good characters.
I feel like
You're
you
awful.
really grew attached to them.
You go through the game, you kind of get attached to like the stupid quips they throw at each other. And then you get to Aftermath, and the dude just like, she's dead. And you never fucking talk about her ever again. And I'm just like, wow, they sure gave that character they introduced a great ending. Just
They pulled a Carmen.
not even. Like, it's just because the Aftermath takes place years or whatever, or months or whatever.
Yeah.
The span of Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 passed, and whatever the fuck before Gears 1.
Yeah.
And they're just like, you're talking to the dude, and he's just like, well, what happened to or like where's just like a random bring up in a sentence like hands to like cogs and then they just fucking fuck off and go do other things. It's like
Seriously, that's so dumb.
okay. But yeah, no, Gears of War Judgment was fantastic. I forgot why I stopped playing it. I think it was probably because like every other time something else comes out where I'm like, oh well, I have to not turn on my Xbox anymore. And yeah,
It was probably that sweet God of War Ascension multiplayer tore you away from it.
I didn't actually play any of it.
Really?
Yeah, but I did.
No,
go...
I mean originally when it.
Oh
came
yeah,
out.
yeah, probably.
Because they came out around the same time.
Actually, yeah, probably.
I did.
No,
play...
you played that multiplayer for a long time when it came out, which is weird.
3-4 hours. Isn't it?
Yeah, like what?
I played Gears of War. God
We
of
all
War.
accepted that it was
Yeah,
bad.
this app is really good.
Garbage iPhone 4. No, so I played God of War.
Whoa,
God of War
it's a
Ascension.
4S.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. God of War Ascension. I played some more of that. I am tempted to try the multiplayer
Yo,
because I loaded up. It had 9 patches. Multiple of those were like bigger than a gig. I don't think there was DLC. Maybe there was, but it was like armor. But I don't think it was.
It's
multiple.
all like the cosmetic, like free to play things.
Yeah.
They always. I see stuff.
But maybe there's balance or like the lag is less. I didn't try it. I didn't
Maybe
want
there's
to.
less lag because no one's playing it.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
the servers aren't bogged down. The one server.
Yeah. But anyway, so
With the one person playing
It's
it.
just this like old like 2002 server with just like this like shitty label on it says God of War Ascension. sitting at the Sony
Like,
offices.
but like kind of
it's playing it.
curled at
Its
the
fan
end.
is broken, so it's just got a box fan sitting beside it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty perfect.
yeah, so I didn't beat the single
It's in
player.
an old rack that isn't even used anymore. There's like a mini fridge in the bottom of the rack.
Knack.
That's what people go in there for.
If you turn off this fan, all of the Ascension
Yeah.
server
There's a
will
mini fridge
crash.
next to it. With
All
frozen-
of the Ascension server will crash.
yeah, Kumar. I know you're. Dan, I don't think you played it, right? You never got the game or whatever.
We played the beta all together.
Yeah, but that
you
was
piece
it.
of shit.
Yeah, but that was that. But I mean, like, Kumar's the only one who's finished it. Ascension, right?
Yeah.
Session, yeah.
He sold his soul for a platinum.
Good purchase.
Yeah, I paid $10 for that one fucking trophy.
I'm at chapter
How
like
ridiculous.
18 out of 30 right now, where
I will say
fucking
this.
care. Talk
The-
about spoilers.
I got
game-
to like go back in time rebuilding stuff, and I've been going through this town doing it or something. And now this like chick's angry at me, and her tits are always out. Fucking everybody, every fucking character is like, "You should die, Kratos." Like, why are your breasts out? Like, what is okay?
You should die, but you need bra support.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I don't know. It's a weird game, but does it get better?
No.
I will say this. So I was happy with the way that the game played from a combat perspective, just for the fact that they did refine certain things.
I like the
and-
parrying, the like hold L1.
Yeah,
X,
some
that
of
was
the
good.
stuff legitimately was an improvement.
Yeah.
But I also will say that, like, have you played any of the other ones? I don't know your
Yeah.
history with.
1, 2, and 3. All of them. I haven't played the PSP
then,
ones. So
then in that case, there's
Ice
not much I can tell you,
Scorpion.
man.
yeah, just
I'd say play it because you've already committed to, like, just
Well,
just
yeah.
go through and see what happens, because they tie up, for people who know that story really, really well,
yeah.
they tie up some things that weren't necessarily answered in previous games.
Okay.
So without spoiling anything, you get some answers. I'll leave it at that.
Because
So for you, if you've played the first 3, then great, go ahead, do it.
Okay. Just because like the story's been decent so far, but I feel like when you're playing God of War 2, 1, 2, or 3, the fights are like these crazy, massive monsters that you're taking down. Some of them gods that are just like fucking unleashing crazy shit on you, or you're fighting like the back of like a fucking crawling up thing in the third one. In this one, you're just like, hey, here's a city. Here's a dude who's like erupting slow magic. And then you kill people, and it's just like, oh, that was, I guess, okay. I'm gonna get an item off you, but it didn't feel as like epic.
Well, you can't really
completing
go
things.
get past the bar that
that's
God of War
what's tough,
3
yeah.
set it at.
That's what's tough. And like sometimes you see like huge dudes.
The random fights in God of War 3 that like had no context were crazy. Remember that like ice scorpion or whatever it was? That just
oh,
like,
little scorpion, boom, mind blown.
like that was just a random enemy encounter, basically.
In this one, there's not that. Like, you have like those random big enemies, but it's always just like the locations are nice. They're huge vistas of like insane graphics and shit. But the thing is, I feel like it's always the same type of massive awesomeness. So it's never, and it's like kind of like the same massive scale of shit that you saw in 3, but without like the motion of something moving while you're on it, or just like seeing a huge vista of like shit going on. And you're like, oh man, I can't wait to get there. This feels, I don't know. It's not as exciting, but
Weird.
The
That
combat's
developer
still
dipped,
okay.
or not developer, sorry. That director, the
Yeah.
game director, dipped. I can't even remember his name,
Dave Jaffe.
but he is
Yeah,
no
David
longer with
David
Sony Santa
Jaffe.
Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
He dipped.
Yeah,
Dip-
he.
he just
I'm
was
pretty
not-
sure it was partly because of the fact that Cory Barlog came back,
Mm.
and I don't think they were entirely happy with one another. So Cory Barlog he left just at the end of 2, just as they were shipping God of War 2. And he was the only one of that team who had worked with David Jaffe, who directed God of War 1. He's the only one of that team who had worked with them extensively in the past.
Yeah.
So collectively, the two of them were like a friggin' powerhouse, and that's why God of War 1 and 2 did so well. And then
Amazing.
Stig Asmussen, who directed 3, I want to say he was like the protege of those two guys.
yeah.
And then he took a different role within Sony Santa Monica. I don't really know what he's doing now.
Oh.
But Cory came back, and apparently him and the director for God of War Ascension aren't exactly getting along too well. And that's kind of just like stipulation, and rumors are kind of saying that internally those guys are like water and oil.
Okay.
They just don't. Their
They just
opinions
don't mix,
are
yeah.
the same.
And and I'm talking like from a production perspective and from a personal perspective. They can never get on the same page.
Okay. Well,
I'm kind of glad. I'd like to see Barlog direct another God of War game. That'd be awesome.
3 was crazy. Through like going back to 3 was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Although wasn't I on hard mode that one too, and I was angry for some reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that was a running joke of that. Like,
Yeah.
sit down, Rich is going to
Finish
finish
the
these
thing.
games.
Um,
Uncharted 3 and God of War 3, just like, this is fucking hard. I hate this. Wait.
one thing I will
To be fair, that final boss fight is like 4 stages long
Yeah.
and also really hard on any difficulty.
Yeah.
So,
what I will say, what was really cool about playing through God of War Ascension, or still not finished it, but playing more of it, seeing like Kratos and how the game runs at like 60 frames, the like motion blur going on, the vistas and the crazy kind of like the effects that are going on, and being like, damn, if this is what Sony Santa Monica can pull off on like a current gen console with what they had, I'm really excited. Like
God of War 4 is probably going to be
like
pretty
the next
rad.
God of War, or anything that comes out on the PS4, like say like a year or 2 down the line from now, like it got me even more excited to see, or not even PS4, like just Xbox One, like anything next gen, like 2 to 3 years down the line. I think shit's gonna look so fucking crazy when people
when
unlock
everything's
how to,
kind of like
people are starting
there
to
are
get
general
comfortable with-
designers who know how to design for the architecture and push the limits.
and because oh man, it's you look at God of War Ascension when you're playing it, and you have like the crazy awesome textured Kratos and the shit you're fighting, and how everything's running super smooth, and there's particle effects going on and like shit breaking around you in some of the fights where it's actually intense. And I'm just like, you look at games that are coming out on the PS4 right now, and it does sort of look like that at the launch right now. Like there's not a huge difference. Like yeah, it's like holy shit. So I'm really pumped to see what's going to come from the consoles whenever shit is just like fucking.
It's gonna be interesting.
Well, when they've had a
melt in your
couple
face.
years to develop with
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's when the real like
just like,
amazing
oh,
stuff is
okay.
going to come out.
So speaking of like really amazing things,
That's when the Uncharted 2s are going to start coming out.
in my internet travels again, I rewatched a couple of E3 trailers from this year. I watched The Division. That shit looks like I didn't see that at E3, and it just kind of like slipped my mind.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
So like it just
Oh, I guess you left before the Ubisoft one.
yeah,
That's
I
right.
left before the Ubisoft one. So like it just kind of slipped my mind. But when I actually like watched that, fuck man, there's gonna be some crazy shit for next gen stuff.
I feel like Ubisoft is really good at showing those demos with stuff that looks like it's not scripted, but it totally is.
Oh, it was
That I-
scripted. It was scripted. I know that.
Like
much.
that door thing that made everybody go like just like him pushing the door closed. I really hope that, I know it sounds like a really dumb thing, but integrating that in the game where car doors are just open randomly if it's like an MMO type
But
game.
people thought that was fake?
No,
I
no,
can
I'm
see
saying-
that being like a context.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a context thing, but I wonder like little details.
But,
I'm
like-
hoping that you'll find that,
That's
everywhere throughout cars.
kind of in games right
Yeah.
now. So
Well, what really blew me away was the
Devin, if you pick up Division, it ends up being slightly like Nether. You better just form a squad of like shithead bandits going around, just closing all the car doors. Like, oh, there's another one. Oh, he's gonna close that door for me. Let's kill him. Just like close the door.
if that game turns out to be like Nether but looking better and like kind of some crazier shit, fucking run away from me, because it will be kill on sight for everyone. Because that gun that you have, that's got a slightly different paint job than mine.
I need
I'm
it.
gonna fucking end you for it. Oh, hey, you're on my team. Hey, there's an enemy over there.
I'm interested to see now that people are picking up that you are this fucking crazy murderer on Nether servers. I'm interested to see how far you get without the anonymity. Is that
Dude, like, it's getting to the point where I start joining Eastern servers and I recognize names and they know me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm interested to see how far you get without being. Well, you're no longer anonymous.
Yeah, no,
Well, you can no longer run games on people, and it's just like, I'm here to fucking kill you, motherfucker.
You know what's gonna happen next week?
You know what's up.
You want to know what's gonna happen next week?
What?
Devin's gonna be playing Nether, just talking with Jay, talking with Slayer. I might be playing with them. We'll be like tailing this one dude, like, oh dude, I heard he's got a military backpack and he's going towards his guns and stuff. We're gonna shoot him. We're gonna be like, oh, that was great, good job, you guys did. Devin's gonna be like, hold on, you guys got a phone call. And he's gonna put up to his head, you're fired. You're fucking fired. And it's like, I recognize your name. And then just your boss is gonna have gotten into Nether, and then like he'll like broadcast it out to everybody, and they'll find out where you live, and people just start kicking down your doors, and then Devin's not gonna be here anymore. And no,
Sounds horrible.
Don't let Nether take over.
Are you saying that Devin is going to cause real life Nether
play it
by
during
being
my
the banditist, the most highwayman bandit
Yes.
that there is?
Someone's gonna show up here with a Devin lookalike mask on and a fucking bag made of Nevin's skin.
Weird.
Your name is now Nevins.
Weird.
Isn't Nevins from like? I forget what Nevins was from.
His name's Swamps, anyways.
Yeah.
Is Nevins from Resident Evil 6, that driving guy?
Do you have anything else you want to play?
Fucking remember?
Do you have anything
I
else?
don't
you
remember
wanna talk
anything about Resident Evil 6.
Okay. Anyways, I played.
Chris was in that game. So was Leon.
Yeah. I played Viva Pinata. I just want to point out, I know we talked about it a little bit, but to actually say, like, dude, I'm so excited to hopefully hear that Rare is making another Viva Pinata for the Xbox One, just because that game runs at, like, sub 30 frames. What?
What are people saying in the chat? I just see my name.
This is saying Kill Devin. Kill Devin 2014.
You have it open on
yeah, no, the game runs at like sub 20, and like the menus going through them is really slow and shit. Like you're like, it's like, but the cuteness, the fluffiness, and all the crazy micromanagement shit that is totally not for kids in that game. I want another Viva Pinata game. What? What was that?
You mean like the nailing?
You make them do a romance dance and it pops out a baby. Dude, I've had the fucking when I played XCOM, I've had like, oh, whatever, tell me your name and I'll make that character you.
breed you.
And this one, like, I have people like, oh, I want to be the Pretz Tail. Oh, I want to be the Pretz Tail. Then you have like two dudes with Pretz Tail names, and they bang, and they make a kid, then I sell it off because I need the money. And everybody's really sad in the channel because I'm just like making people bang, and they're like, oh yeah,
selling their
children. Yeah,
Dude, what the fuck?
so yeah.
What the fuck?
Did you not understand this about Viva Pinata?
No, I didn't. The fuck? I kill people in a game, and I am disgusted with you.
You were watching today, though. No, but anyway, so
He had it open in the other window while he was committing mass Nether murder.
Here's the funny thing, though, is when I first started up,
Murder.
the first character, the first pinata you get, it's like, oh, can you name it? So I'm like, oh, who wants to have the name? And then Kaino from the channel said something, so I was like, next person. He was telling me to name it somebody else's, but he spoke, so I chose him. I'm a jerk. So anyway, I make him like have like do the romance dance. They make a little baby like Beetle thing, and the mission like it was a tutorial. It's like, oh, ship the thing you just made, so it's gonna be happy. Ship it off to like a pinata party. So it's like his little baby comes out, and I just fucking ship it. So what happens is it disintegrates, appears into a box, and then it gets cannoned out into like fucking space towards like somebody else's shit.
So I just want you to listen to how I describe this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't picture any Viva Pinata nice graphics or happy sounds.
Go for it.
So you are this entity that is controlling the lives of these animals. For happenstance, they're animals. And you're controlling them. And what you do is you're forcing them under the proper circumstances to breed, whether they really want to or not. Yeah, they seem kind of happy about it, but who doesn't like breeding?
I feed them seeds.
Feed them seeds. They have a baby. And before that mother can deal with postpartum depression or anything, or even hold that child, you snatch that shit away, lock up that newborn baby into a crate, and then shoot it at lots of, like, at a high acceleration away from its parents.
Yeah.
You are a fucking horrible person.
Hey, none of this would have happened if Metal Gear Solid 4 wouldn't have had patches and had to install. Because I was like, while we're waiting, let's do
There's the trophy patches.
Yeah, I know. And then it had to install, so I was like, ah, fuck it.
Have you seen what those trophies are?
No.
They're like
They're all
weird,
ridiculous,
like, finish the game doing this specific thing.
Yeah. But
This is for Metal Gear 4?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they added trophies.
no, Kumar, don't.
No, I know that. I know that. But I just don't know how- Didn't know how ridiculous.
Yo, guys, I platinumed
I
it.
played 470 hours.
There's a guy on my list who has the Metal Gear 4 Platinum.
Jeez.
Wow.
Dude, that's like 12 playthroughs.
And like
Yeah.
it says
After the trophies got patched.
yeah, because once the crazy thing is once the trophy patch comes out, you can't use the old save files that you had
Yeah.
to unlock. So you have to fucking start from scratch and re-get everything.
Yeah, some people are dedicated, man.
That's brutal.
It's crazy. But yeah, Viva Pinata is pretty fantastic.
Wait. Never mind. It doesn't reset the. I thought it reset the trophy counter for the new PS4. I was like, new race, but it
They
totally-
add rarity of trophies, I've heard.
Oh,
I'm going to get
Really?
some water. Keep talking.
Okay, sure. So what MCP is asking actually right now is if I want to co-op with them in Trouble in Paradise, I would say no for Viva Pinata, just because and it's not no to you. It's just that with PS4 coming out, I don't want you to buy it and then we never play, because I don't know when I'm going to turn my 360 back on, as well as I don't know how that is and how laggy or weird it is or how much control people have, because online that game has 4-player co-op and it's all managing the same garden. No, I don't know what rules are in place to stop you from taking out a shovel and murdering all my pinatas or selling them or doing whatever the hell you want to my garden. So
Viva Pinata is dark.
yeah, I'd maybe keep it super solo. So for MCP, just or anybody who's wondering, maybe thinking of doing that, I would maybe keep it solo just because it's way easier. Yeah, that game is crazy. It looks like such a children's game. So,
Yeah,
like if you look at it, it's just like fuzzy things, happy stuff. But it's just like okay, you get to like okay, I got to build houses because you need houses to make them do the romance dance to make another one that you can sell, or you need to like watch out which pinatas you have because other creatures will come and eat them to then become part of your pinata farm thing. But then things you
Your
get will
baby
eat,
house?
yeah, will eat each other. But then there's like mean things that'll come and eat them or poison them, or like bats and shit. But then you have to. There's so much micromanagement and trying to figure out what does what, and it's I don't know. I can't imagine a kid getting far in that game, but it is the fucking most amazing game. It's crazy. Viva Pinata is really good. If you guys have never played a Viva Pinata game, check it out. I think I got it on sale on Xbox Live for like $5, and it's pretty good. But yeah, I really hope they announce some sort of Xbox One version or an upgrade or something. But hey.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't go a little bit further in with that game because that I want to say that it sold half well.
Yeah, I think compared to like Banjo, Nuts and Bolts and stuff, like other rare games that were released,
Yeah.
we'll see. But I
Do
know.
you have anything else you want to chat about besides Viva
Swag?
Pinata?
Swag?
Is that swag?
Swag.
I mean, 'cause we've talked so much about swag already.
I feel like there's something else that I
Nether
finished
swag.
this week, but I don't remember what the hell it was. But
Did you play Beyond and forgot about it entirely?
no, I'm afraid because
There's some emotional shit in that game.
there is
also, by the way,
there really is actually.
during the homeless part.
With that.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
Yo, spoilers.
yeah,
Kumar.
yeah.
That's okay. I'm never gonna play the game.
Kumar. You're playing Heavy Rain, and I'm going to watch during the marathon.
Okay.
You better play it
Don't listen.
according to what I want, though.
No, it's
Just because
so
you said that,
little
I'm gonna make
time
sure I
to-
decide the complete opposite of what you want me to do.
So don't kill that guy. Just fucking like murdering people in it. It'd be wonderful. Jason.
I guess we can move on to news then.
Yeah.
Jason.
I played Vita stuff. I tried to play Uncharted again, got bored again. Tried to play Pokemon. I beat that gym leader.
Oh,
Save and quit.
I played Dive Kick.
Making progress.
That's what I
Really?
did. Yeah. On the Vita.
Damn.
I patched it. You guys patch yours?
Yeah,
Y'all
I was
PS4
gonna
ready?
take a picture of the like PS4 link and then like have it like load in and then clip in like a vine of like a game playing on it and be like, but then I was like, that's way too much work. Fuck that.
For a stupid text message joke.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I played a game, but I don't even talk about it.
All right.
It's garbage. Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City.
Oh, geez, I'm disgusted.
Why
by
would
you
you even? Why?
All right, news it. Riccio's
by the
dead.
way,
MCP gifted it like a
guys,
bro.
I'm a complete moron. I played
Oh.
Shadowfall.
I played a bit of Cargo.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Shadowfall?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
it is
Single player,
smooth as hell.
multiplayer. Single player.
Runs really well. It's kind of what you'd expect from a Killzone game, but this one just seems.
Devin is in disbelief right now. Kumar.
Why?
I
What
like
happened?
These analog sticks.
You touched it.
I did, yes.
No,
Man, that
no.
controller
You don't
was
understand.
so nice.
You stop.
You have a controller though, so you already know
Stop
this.
touching my
I don't
controller.
like those.
Stop it. Okay, Kumar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this once.
Sure.
Why the fuck didn't you lead with that?
Well, I came in while you guys were.
No. You should have just opened up Skype and screamed, "I played Shadowfall," and then left.
This probably is gonna help my cause, but it was like 2 days ago, and then I kind of forgot. I'm sorry.
Devin's gonna take me out. I keep touching his stick.
Devin's gone. So Kumar, why don't you tell us about Shadowfall?
So Shadowfall is really cool. I think it's a very serviceable shooter, and I think it's actually going to do better than what I think some people are thinking, given that it's competing with Ghosts and Battlefield 4. The whole notion behind some of the, I think that there were.
Devin is slowly peeling
say
out
that
his
it was,
junk.
the multiplayer side was really different than the single player in terms of the way that it runs. What the hell was that, Riccio?
No, I said Devin was slowly peeling out his junk.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Continue.
I also saw what looked like you were deep throating the PS4 controller.
Seriously, I really don't understand why you didn't lead with that. And
Devin
what you didn't tell
just missed what Kumar just said, which is fortunate for Riccio's livelihood.
me. You told Riccio, didn't you?
Told him what?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I told me. He's going to end me. Save me. Call 944.
What?
Space police. I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
Oh no, my headphones came off. What'd you say? Was this part? Is this part of one of you? Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's-
that's part of my
it's-
headphones. How'd you find it? Does it run
It's
smooth?
awesome, man. Runs well, looks really, really good.
Good particles?
Doing? Just stop.
Yeah, you can tell that they took advantage of a lot of the
Like, is
so
it
a lot of the weather effects that we liked this generation are just next level in that game.
Okay,
And I'm talking when if you're, without spoiling anything, if you're moving on a particular vehicle, the stuff associated with, for example, wind and again just weather effects in general, the way that things splash around water specifically, and then the ocean that you see off in the distance, mountain ranges, a lot of the draw distance is just nuts. So it looks really cool, and it's a way that we've never really seen Killzone.
Will this satisfy my itch for Halo right now?
I think it will. It's the
Okay.
well.
All right.
I mean,
Okay,
at the
good.
very least, it's the closest thing that's going to until Halo.
Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going to be measuring my Xbox or my PS4 experience like against. It's going to be the first game I play. It's going to kind of
Oh, Shadowfall is?
Oh my god, lower.
yeah. So it's I'm going to try and this is going to be my gauge, so to speak.
Okay.
So do you think I'm going to be pleased with it, or do you think I'm going
absolutely.
to be disappointed?
No. I can say with 100% certainty, at least from the short amount of time that I played it, that you'll be pleased.
How many hours did you play?
2.5.
And why was I not invited?
I was in Montreal.
Since we're all asking really good questions, Kumar, you were talking about the weather effects.
Yeah, continue.
Am I going to enjoy them, and then when a thunderstorm, let's say, is announced outside my house, I'll exit and be like, "This looks like garbage. Like, what the fuck is this?
I was really hoping.
Who rendered this?
What the fuck is this
Riccio,
thunderstorm?
I was really hoping you were gonna be like, "Am I gonna feel the rain against my face?" I just really wanted to like have somebody like you pay someone on the other side of your TV to like
Sprinkling
flick
water.
you in the face with water. So realistic.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't gift that anybody. Man, okay, can we have a side thing? Fucking Antonio Banderas, man. There are so many like,
Antonio Banderas have to do with anything.
oh, you don't know the whole gift craziness that's going on with that shit?
What?
Do you
What?
all not?
No.
No?
I just wanted to be included. No.
Never
I
mind.
work 9 to 5. I have no idea what you're
Yeah,
talking
I
about.
have a
No,
job.
it's been like weeks, like at least 2 weeks.
Well,
okay.
I'm still not home in the
Just-
day.
Anybody out there, just Google search Antonio Banderas NeoGaf and just like look at like the fucking, like
his interview?
no, not an interview. It's just
Okay,
like
did you see
30
was it-
pages
well,
of
I can't remember what
Can you Google it right now
Okay.
so that we can fucking understand?
Okay, there was some interview I watched today that they were making fun of it.
better.
It was a Titanfall interview. I think it might have been IGN who did it. Now that I mention it, but the dude was asking the question, and he's like, so like it was this like 2-minute long like him trying to get the question out of it, and all he said at the end, what? Wow. Okay.
just gifs. I could probably show my screen right now. I'm flipping between a Skype chat that I had with people and linked the shit out of it. Just like GIF upon GIF of just like Infamous with Antonio Banderas' face on it.
This is magical.
And then just like him driving with Antonio Banderas in the top, just like feeling really good. There's someone that might.
Why did they decide to do this?
Oh, I don't know where I am. It's like the PlayStation, like, yeah, welcome to PlayStation. It's just Antonio Banderas on it, feeling so fucking good about it. And there's just like thread after thread of just like 720p shooting in the face, and an even better one with a fucking dual shot. Just nothing but this dude, and they're so fucking good.
Why though?
Don't know why. It's just magical.
Those are pretty magical.
And there's like 30 pages of this shit, and it just keeps piling on, and it's so fucking good. You just search for it.
The PS4 controller is the best one.
No. Just like, and it looks like he's actually pulling the triggers.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, but there was some IGN interview where they were talking about Titanfall and like, is it gonna? He obviously meant to say like, is it gonna compare against the new Call of Duty? But he's like, so how is Titanfall going to compare against Call of Duty Modern Warfare? And like the person who was being interviewed was like, what?
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel the need to explain something. Okay, for like if you look at a PS3 controller, look at the. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it the same distance. See like the nubs, how big they are.
Yeah.
I just realized how much smaller.
Yeah, they're tiny nubs.
They're fucking really tiny little. Like what? I wonder if there's anything that we could compare it to.
Stop touching my
I
controller.
don't mean to.
The only thing about the size is I have a 10 peso coin from Chile.
I have $1.
I don't have any coins. Like who did.
I have a loony, but
It was in my coin thing, and the machine didn't take it.
Compare it to the money I gave you. Oh wait, that's bills.
I don't know.
I got
But
nothing.
yeah, I don't.
Word, Devin.
So I just realized that I was looking at the analog.
There's a coin right there.
Yeah, that's a loony, like I said. No one loony.
Canadian people will get this.
Okay, well, Canadian people. Okay, fine.
I don't have like. I got nothing for that.
It's like,
Like I don't know what you want me to say.
a dollar eats-
Americans won't understand the size of a loony. Like,
Eats
well,
the
I got
shit
no
out of it.
response to that.
it's weird and like a fucking
Compare it to a battery, a double.
and then like
No, it's not circular.
it's like the same almost of a I don't know. It's fucking weird. They're real tiny. I just realized that.
I think they feel great.
I'll get used to it. It's one of the things I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then like after like a day, I'll be like,
I hate the
Story and
PS3
fools.
analog sticks.
Did you like that, though?
Fantastic.
you like those though?
I held this in the car the whole way.
But you liked it though.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's awesome. I can see Dan just sitting there playing with it.
Yeah, he totally.
that's what
did.
it was. I'm not gonna deny it.
See, there we go. What the fuck is a loony? Perfect.
It's what we have instead of $1 bills.
Yeah.
It's a coin.
Yeah.
We
with
get
a loon on it.
screwed at strip clubs. We have to give
A
fives.
Canadian loon.
Hey, America, you want to hear something even better?
What?
We also have something called a toonie.
Yeah, that's actually. Do I have one here? No, I don't have a tune.
I was
don't have a
hoping.
tune.
I'd
Yeah,
hoping
you
you'd
can,
pull
you
up
can
a
blame the fantastic Canadian Mint for naming our money in really ridiculously stupid ass
loony,
ways.
toonie.
I feel like the loony was like just like a colloquial term that caught on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it
they
did.
named the toonie officially because loony was just like that's what it is.
Yeah, everybody calls that shit loonies. All right,
Um,
roll out the news.
news I don't have much. There's just so much PlayStation 4 stuff that just keeps being thrown out everywhere for like just like weird shit of just like features announced and everything. So I tried to just pick some random crap that I could find this week.
A lot of like first-hand experience with this. Tune into Riccio's live stream
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning,
Roughly,
until,
let's say like 9 a.m.
I don't,
Eastern.
I don't know, like basically kind of like the whole day,
Yeah.
on and off. But
I'll
Tune in.
The
to-
second I
me,
get
me
home.
and Riccio will be here.
yeah. Even if you're
streaming
not here
stuff.
yet, the
Oh
second
no,
I get
you
home,
can
I'm
start.
yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I was like, Dan's like, no.
Riccio, can I borrow that Microsoft webcam so I can stream tonight?
Yes. There's yes. There's yes. Wait, which this?
No,
No, he's talking about
Microsoft.
the less good one.
Oh my, yeah, go for it. If it's unless my brother stole it, yes, go for it.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna be unboxing that shit.
oh, cool, yeah. But yeah.
Stream
So
from your phone. Why even bother with
actually, that'll probably look better from your. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 4S though. I don't remember.
you, elitist piece
No,
of
no, no,
shit?
no, no. But I mean, because the other one's like 720. Like the actual webcam's like 720p, but
The
kinda
4S
grainy.
and the 5s are both pretty good. It's the
Yeah.
4s where it's like this is grainy garbage.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah. So anyways, I tried to condense the news to like some weird shit. Any buddy who's getting Call of Duty Ghosts in the PS4, it got a patch to make the single player in 1080p instead of being 720p. Whatever matters. What I want to take out of this is that they pushed the patch out before release, which means they're probably working on patches. So people were saying that, hey, the multiplayer might be a little bit janky on PS4, maybe it lags a little bit.
Yeah.
There'll be patches
now.
Yeah,
Whatever.
there'll be.
Call of Duty's broken.
Yeah,
It's
but the
fine.
thing is, the way consoles work nowadays is that with the next gen, because everything's like installed to the disc, they can legitly put out like a fucking gig patch that fixes shit the way it is on Steam and on PC and all that stuff. So if there's like a patch that they can, if there's something they can do in the code to like
Man,
optimize
none
it
of these
better,
weird
they can
patch
do it.
limits things.
Yeah,
I
they
just
can do it.
realized we're on this weird horizon where gaming originally used to be like console and like computer are so far apart. Now we're at this weird point where like the quality is kind of merging together and like consoles are getting things that PCs can do, and it's just this weird like hybrid thing, and the Steam box is going to be like a console but a computer, and like the architectures are so similar now. It's
It
just
will all be one.
yeah, it's,
The PlayStation Xbox,
fucking Apple's just gonna buy everything.
Steam OS on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apple's not gonna buy shit. They're so fixated on being their own thing.
All will be one.
Oh, by the way, speaking of people buying shit, can we just touch on this really, really quickly? Have you guys heard about Snapchat?
Yes.
Okay, I don't
I
know
know
Are you
what it
familiar
is.
with the?
I
are you
haven't, but
familiar
no
with
one
the two
fucking wants
recent
to do it with
offers?
me.
No.
What?
Are you familiar? Have you heard about the two offers that went out to the Snapchat team?
No.
Facebook was Facebook. one?
So there's a Chinese company, first of all, who offered them $4 billion. This guy's 23 years old. Their company has absolutely no income.
Okay.
They were offered $4 billion. He turned it down.
Why?
Facebook comes back and says, "Here's $3 billion in cash, not stock options, nothing else, just cash. $3 billion in cash." And he says, "Nope, I'm good."
Does he even
he's
have a
23 years
concept
old.
of money?
He's 23 years old. He's an idiot for turning.
Does
this
he
all
not
down.
understand how much money
$3 billion.
even $1 billion is?
What did he?
Is so
is he in some
everyone
part of the
was-
world where like a comma? He
I-
was like, "Oh, it's $3."
people were wondering why he turned it down,
Yeah.
and his response was, "Oh, it's because it's going to be worth more next year."
Fuck no, it won't.
It's like
Yeah, no.
I look at this and I say,
It's almost like a fad. Like
It's a fad. You should have sold that shit
Eric,
for
what
$3
it
billion and then bought a gold Lamborghini and then burned it.
it's amazingly arrogant, is what it is.
Yes.
And for the guy to sit there and think that he's going to get a higher valuation than he already has really makes no sense.
No.
Now Facebook.
the reason they're offering is because it's at like peak usership.
Exactly.
but
And
all it's gonna take is them
everything
going
else,
like,
the user base is going to go through a wave, and I think it's going to go down.
yeah.
That's so dumb.
But all it takes is them like, "Oh, you don't want to offer it? Well, then we're gonna try to make the most similar thing we can without totally breaching
And it's
anything that's
integrated
yours."
with Facebook, so
And
you're
integrated- yeah.
fucked.
Yeah. Then he'll be like, "Oh fuck." So, hey, whatever.
That makes me really angry. Can we
I
just go
really,
on the
really
news?
hope
Can
that
we
this
just
doesn't go down in history as like the biggest
Fuck up.
slap you guys ever made. But
What's wrong with him?
I have no idea.
Okay, like
what's
this
the-
honestly makes me angry. Can we just
But what?
Yeah,
what,
let's talk about. It makes me really angry too. So
admit
let's-
like
what would
I
he
am
mean? Like,
honestly,
"Oh, now I would have made $5 billion. I'm so
I'm-
glad I got this extra billion."
like I'm really
can buy
angry.
another
Let's
continent.
If
just-
you have that much, like Facebook, $3 billion cash. Did you hear that? What?
That's like, oh,
You can just start investing that stuff. So what?
actually.
like-
even if he sat there and just spent $1,000 a day for the next however many days,
For the rest of his life.
yeah, he would never have to worry about anything.
I would
Yeah.
go out and I would buy a fucking skyscraper. That's what I would do. And then you want to know what I do? I clear out the top and start smashing windows
Okay.
one floor down.
I think I know what was his problem though.
I could smash so many windows in a skyscraper a day. If I picked one window a day,
And you'd pay for the fucking medical bills. For
I
people
don't
down
care.
below. That's what I'm
Fucking,
saying.
I would throw money with the shattered glass.
That's what I mean. Is you punch a window, it would cut people down below, and you pay them and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
I would
But no,
buy the street
I
and
think-
smash windows on the street
But I think his issue
and
was
burn a car. I'd
He'd
flip
pay
a bus.
people to walk across with the glass panes, and then he'd ride a motorcycle through them. Why not?
I'm really sorry that I opened this up.
the issue was probably like
Right?
Facebook was like, "Oh, we give it to you in cash, but we can't legitly bring you a physical case with the cash. It needs like a house mansion sized. You're gonna have to move over here because it's as far as we can bring the money." And he's like, "I don't want to move."
We can only send it to you digitally, but then it disappears once you look at it.
Okay, the $3 billion. Okay,
Devin doesn't even care about the PS4 anymore.
shit I could do with $3 billion. I would go on launch. I would buy a whole bunch of PS4s, and I'd get everyone in line a fucking free PS4.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to because they're all pre-ordered.
I buy out the stock, and then I would just hand them out to homeless people.
Okay, that's
But the homeless
similar.
people have no homes to play their
I'd
PS4.
They
hate
can
about-
sell the PS4.
I would legitimately
Why not just
legitimately,
give them money?
I would buy.
Because
What
he's
is there for
extravagant and he
people?
just sold his piece of shit software
yes,
for $3 billion.
yes. Okay, Kumar, here's what I would do. I would go out and I'd buy the most high definition camera that I could get, a 4K camera, like something you use to shoot like actual AAA movies with. And then I would have pay a film crew exceedingly large amounts of money. I'm talking like $100,000 for like 3 weeks worth of work. Just a lot of money. And I get M. Night Shyamalan to just follow me around. And I'd buy a whole pallet of PS4s. And I'd fly in my fucking private jet to random countries. Fucking, I would go to England and I'd have this film crew and M. Night Shyamalan there.
Was
and
England really the most random country you could think of?
Just wait, I'm not done. I'm not done, Kumar.
What about the
and a
Xbox
catering
One?
staff and a fucking trailer, and I fly them all on my private jets, over to England.
What about Xbox
with my
One?
pallet of PS4s that would each get their own individual seat on my private jet and fucking great amount of things, and I would just start.
It's starting to fall apart. Your imagination cannot keep up with the amount of money you have.
I would legitimately just start giving them away, and I'd make a documentary, and I'd call it Le. And I'd take it to all these Sundance like film festivals and all these crazy things, and people would
off
be
the
like,
judges.
"This is a masterpiece," and I'd win Emmys.
You know where you need to go? You need
M.
to go
Night
to
Shyamalan
you
would
need to go
fucking
to
follow
the
me
Toronto
around.
International.
Yeah, exactly. Toronto
People would mess shit
International,
up.
and it would be this story about a young billionaire bringing joy to people with PS4s.
Brad Pitt was there this year.
I'd buy Brad Pitt.
I met that guy.
I think I told
That
you.
would be a value $1 billion.
I think I told you about this idea before. Is like, I wish I
It's a
was.
solid investment.
I would own Brad Pitt, the rights to his face.
But no, I think I told you guys about this idea before on the
Get it
podcast a while ago.
Grafted onto mine.
Oh God, it'd be like Handsome Jack, Handsome Pitt. Oh, that sounds actually really bad. But I think I was telling you about an idea like a while ago that I was saying if ever like we ever managed
buy
to
light
get,
bulbs.
if ever we managed to get a decent amount of money, would be to like if ever there's like, well, I know it's too late for like these launch consoles. Let's say like if there's a huge launch one day, to go in and like camp out, so that you're for sure first in line, and just to get like a camera and go to like, let's say an EB, and you're first in, let's say like a few people in, to just like put down like a fat stack of cash and be like, the next like fucking 100 people who come in, their shit's paid off, and just like sit there with the camera and have people like, because if you're like handing
They're
shit
walking
out,
up there expecting
Yeah.
to have to.
but like
Yeah.
'cause if you have like a pallet and you're handing it out, like, people are like, oh shit, free shit. But if you're just going there to be like, yeah, okay, here's
I'm
like
just,
my
I'm
$500
just
Xbox.
filming the launch. I'm just filming
yeah.
the launch, but you like paid
But
off
I've-
like
like
PS4s
you're
or
just like, how
whatever.
many people are in line? Oh, 50 of you, sweet. And you like put down that money, and it would just be like, holy shit. Like people would go like, oh yeah, okay, fine. Like I had to work like all these shifts, be like, and just like that explosion would be super fucking cool to watch. I think.
Yeah, and you know what? That wouldn't even make a dent in his $3 billion.
No, I know. But I was saying that'd be really cool. No, I was saying for us, I was
Okay,
saying one day.
wait. I just
There's not
you know
much
what would
that
make
would make
this
a dent
better
in
if
this
M. Night
$3 billion.
Shyamalan was just
Other than buying Brad Pitt.
just behind the EB cash, just handing it out. Brad Pitt handing out PS4s. PR Sony, thank you.
Anyway, let's move on.
I made it for you.
For those of you who are hearing about a lot of crazy
$3 billion.
PS4 stuff going on, where PS4s have been like breaking and having weird shit.
Didn't Yoshida tweet that it was like they're investigating each one
Yeah.
and they were kind of
Yeah, it was like a
isolated cases?
localized.
Yeah, so
0.4% is what it
yeah,
was.
0.4% is what's announced. But people are saying that like so 0.4%, which is really a really low number. Certain things you'll see is either the HDMI port is messed up. If the HDMI port is messed up, that's something that you have to ship it back for. A lot of people who haven't been able to boot, you just have to like kind of open up your PS3 just at the bottom part, pull out the hard drive, which is one screw. That's all you need to do, and just unplug it, turn it on, turn it off, put the hard drive back in, turn it on, and it'll just work. It's fine.
Cool.
It's just like a weird kind of like OS detection thing. But so that was a huge fix. So a lot of the things that were confirmed as like fucked PS4s were just actually like
Oh,
a weird
you
hard
could
drive.
fix them yourself.
Just fix them yourself.
Oh, wow,
other
that's
than
great.
other than the HDMI thing. But what everybody's noticing and what totally makes more sense to me is that hearing all the people complaining about it, be like, holy fuck, my PS4 is fucked. Like, what is happening? Holy shit. If you think back to like the PS3's launch and the Xbox 360 and people were having red rings and all that stuff, you didn't hear about it much back then because there wasn't like a crazy amount of people on Reddit, a crazy amount of people on Twitch,
Yeah,
and
there was
or
nothing.
Twitter and Twitch, people streaming and be like, what the fuck is wrong with my console? And like getting a shit ton of views and then that exploding everywhere. So the fact that now like a launch is going to come out, if one console's fucked, that person probably knows that if he goes on Reddit, he'll get karma and everybody's going to explode about it.
And get angry.
And just or like one dude's gonna tweet about it, and like he can just tweet to Yoshi or whatever is I can't remember his name.
Yoshida.
Yeah, Yoshida,
Yoshida.
not Yoshi. Keep messing up with the dude from Final Fantasy 14. Anyway, But it's like it's so much easier to hear even the like slightest incidents across fucking all of the world when the shit's
Yeah,
gonna
but
launch.
also like the point, PlayStation's almost using that to their advantage, where they're like dealing with each of these cases individually.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like
basically.
doing it publicly too, and like
Well, it took them over 24 hours to get a response. And what was weird is whenever people were calling Sony about it,
they were like, call back on Friday.
yeah, they were being a little weird about it. But
Yeah.
that
But
now
that's,
they're open.
That's
Well,
also
you're
like
not supposed to have your console yet.
that's also
Yeah.
like a super low level support guy
Yeah.
who like
that's what's written down on his
yeah,
piece
that's
of paper.
what that's what's written down.
Yeah.
The morning meeting said anybody calls about the PS4, tell them to wait till Friday. Like
But what's also pretty crazy is that there was an interview from Giant Bomb talking to like Yoshi P, and there's like IGN that interviewed him as well. But he was saying it was so crazy being on Twitter because he can get a shit ton of tweets about something and be like, holy fuck, we gotta do something right now. So it's kind of neat how, for example, that stuff that people were only supposed to deal like the launch, the tech support till on Friday.
yeah.
He must have got so many tweets, and then they like passed it on and be like, holy fuck, we gotta do something about this. And like by this morning when I woke up, that shit was already turned around. Like all these, like they were taking people's shipments back and like trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and they already worked, like they're going into overdrive and the console's not even fucking out yet.
Yeah, this whole
Yeah.
thing,
it's like,
especially with
holy shit.
Yoshida, like most of the information pre-launch about this that came out was just like
Yeah.
him answering people's questions on
Yeah.
Twitter, just like whatever.
Just crazy shit.
This is how it is.
I think it's great.
So-
I think it's honestly great how involved he
well,
is.
it's also such a weird contrast to Xbox, which is like
go through our
planned
PR person.
PR stuff and
They
What
treat
game
all
was
they treat
that?
all their
What game was
products like
that?
Windows though. That's why
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But
All right,
you have to follow their process.
so another stuff with the PS4. This is just random information that came out. GameSpot was trying the remote play.
Yeah,
Using-
IGN was doing some stuff with that. Too.
Yeah. But for this example, so GameSpot people in their video they were showing because the PS4 has like a built-in access point for the Vita,
Right.
so you don't have to use your wireless. The access point needs to be about a 40 meter or 40-foot radius or something.
Yeah.
that's great.
Before it starts cutting out. But somebody else also put out a video today showing that he was at work today on his Vita, connecting to his PS4 at home, playing Killzone,
Through the internet.
and it looked okay.
Through the
Yeah,
internet?
Yeah. There was maybe a teeny lag, but he was still like, he wasn't missing shots and stuff, which seemed pretty
Fucking
cool.
This
That's pretty
This
ridiculous.
changes everything.
this changes everything.
The thing about what he was showing is it depends on your internet connection at home and whatever,
Well, yeah, of
obviously.
course.
But
Great upload now.
But the PS4 also, since it doesn't have, you can stand by it kind of, but if the PS4 shut off, you won't be able to boot it up with that. Obviously,
Yeah.
There's no like wake up out of it
Yeah.
yet. But if it's on standby and you just kind of left it there, then you can kind of wake it up.
That's
and play.
fucking great.
Wait, so can you actually say that again? You can access your PS4 if it's on standby. You can access it from your.
You can
Vita.
wake it up. You can wake it up and be like, oh, I want to play right now. So I think there's
Okay.
like a low power state, but there's also a power off.
Yeah.
But the lower power state doesn't do like suspend mode for games and stuff yet. But
So
yeah.
does it go into lower power state when it's downloading or charging your controller or doing
I
something
believe
like that?
so. Yeah, I think so. I think that's. I don't know that stuff yet. We'll know tomorrow. I guess, but-
Apparently, when the system is off, it charges controllers.
Yep.
Cool.
Or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Like the Xbox was,
Yeah.
but the PS3 was not.
The live stream stuff, there's a lot of videos and people who've been streaming because of the Taco Bell consoles that shipped because they were supposed to arrive a day early, which they did, some 2 days early. The stream seems like it's got the default setup that they kept showing, which had like the picture in the top right, the chat scrolling at the bottom. So pretty much what you see on your own screen is what is being broadcasted out as well. If you hit the PlayStation button, it actually, your screen you see like your PlayStation menu and all that stuff. On the stream, it fades to a blue thing with each like PlayStation triangle, square, whatever, just rolling across the screen is like a waiting for thing. But you can still hear the game, you can still hear the person talking. It's really neat.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But there's some weird stuff where if you quit the game, then it'll just like that connection's dead, like it'll just end the stream. So as long as you don't close the game app, it seems like it still keeps going. Or from what I could tell, that stuff could change as it goes on.
Yeah, they'll probably tweak that out a little bit more with patches and stuff like that.
But the streaming actually looks really good. It seems like everybody who was able to get it up, it looks very decent, depending on your internet, of course. The sound is okay, other than the headset sounding a little weird and exploding. But let's say if you have like Astros and you plug in USB, you can just use it and it works totally fine. Some people were having really good audio quality. And the scrolling chat is really nifty. It works really good. However, streaming from your PS4, even if you're on PC... Okay, let me rephrase that. Streaming on PS4 shoves the chat into slow mode, which means you can only talk once every 300 seconds. Even if you're on PC and you uncheck it, it stays in slow mode.
Oh, okay.
So there's no way to turn that off. But I think that's to stop that chat from just being like fucking exploding. But even if you have a shit ton of people watching, which most people are right now because any PS4 streams are like hot shit, and it's just like, it's still pretty hard to read. But it's
I feel like it's gonna get really crowded though.
It only shows 2 or 3 lines at the bottom. So if somebody writes a
No, I
paragraph,
don't even mean that. I mean just in general, streaming
streams,
from a
yeah.
PS4 period. Just because I feel like it's gonna get. I mean, think about it. It's gonna get super flooded.
the
People
thing
are
is,
gonna start doing this right out of the gate. So
the quality, I not to talk shit, but like the quality coming from the PS4, there's no settings you can do. The game volume's always kind of really low. You always seem like exceptionally loud. There's little tweaks that you can't really do. You can clearly tell like it's not the perfect way to do it, but it works.
Yeah.
It's definitely a way for somebody who's like, oh, dude, like, Dan, you got to see this part I'm doing. If I wasn't a streamer, I'd be like, oh, just check this out. I'll stream really quick.
Yeah, and you can watch those through the PlayStation.
Yeah, and
right?
yeah, you can watch through the PlayStation. So it's really awesome.
That's
Like,
pretty sweet, actually.
It's a really sweet entry tier, but you can clearly tell when you go to a channel and like somebody will have like a legit stream of it. Probably there's none right now because no one has the HDCP, it seems. But there's a lot of people talking about they're going to do it and it's already working. But anyway, you can tell the quality difference. The webcam, everything kind of looks a lot muddier. That you just can't tweak the settings. You just hit broadcast and it goes, or it doesn't look like you can tweak the settings yet.
I think they're doing that probably just to keep everything
Yeah.
working on their end, just to keep everything controlled.
I feel like they'll patch that in later, where it's like, what upload speed do you have? Like,
Yeah.
here's what we recommend. Would you like us to do that? So on and so forth.
But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks really neat, and it seems like if you have that on your actual PS4 and you have the chat and everything, probably really sweet. Everybody, because it shrinks the game screen, but everyone was saying like, no, it's still pretty fucking great. It's
Doesn't
still
seem like
totally
it shrinks
playable.
it that
doesn't.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still really good. So that's really sweet. I was really excited to hear a lot about that. But there's that.
I'm excited for that because I kind of, my PC's not the best built PC and doesn't
Yeah.
stream games so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any. There were some comparison shots that went and showed the PS4, sorry, and the Xbox One on top of itself. Xbox One is a monster fucking device.
Wow.
It is a good like 2-3 inches longer, and I don't know far back, but it is
Twice as deep.
Chubby.
it's a pretty big beast. It's a pretty
Never
big
called it
beast.
chubby.
Wow, it's like the roles have been reversed. Like,
Yeah.
remember the PS3, big old fat
there's-
one.
There's gonna be a Slim 4 at some point. You know it.
That's
It's gonna be
weird.
crazy. One thing that was kind of announced, from what it seems like, is that I don't know how real this is,
Whoa.
but Xbox
Sorry.
One arcade games are going to offer a full 1,000 gamer score instead of 400 gamer score.
I guess that makes sense. That's kind of more in line with what PlayStation was doing, where it's a
Yeah.
lot of just like random download games will have platinums.
Because it makes sense, because you don't really have arcade games anymore. You just have like smaller indie games, which are still
Yeah.
full-on games. They're just,
Well, I
Yeah.
think this speaks more to like, especially what Devin was saying about the like PC and
yeah.
stuff just kind of blending together.
Yeah, everything's
now.
just like blurring. The lines between console and PC are just they're fading. They're not gone, but they're
It's almost like nominal differences.
Yeah,
between
yeah,
the
it's-
stuff
it's
now.
just this
like
really-
not really.
primitive things that are differentiating them. That's kind of about it. Like I can use my PS4 controller now on PC.
Yeah.
Like, okay, without an adapter too.
But yeah, so Major Nelson also tweeted that the games for gold, the free stuff that you get every month, is going to continue into Xbox One as well.
I
So
think
the-
they said that they were going to extend it already,
Well,
but I
the-
guess now he's saying that like this is going to go on forever. I guess.
No. Well, what the going on forever? Well, the extending it, what they said was for 360, but they said starting next year they're going to announce more about how it's going to
Oh,
include
it says
Xbox
right
One
there.
titles.
Xbox. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Xbox One.
alright, wow.
So that
Alright.
seems really cool. I'm pretty sure they won't offer stuff like, oh, here's Rise. It'll be more like downloadable crazy things, probably.
Well, no, like 6 months into 2014,
Oh, yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
they'll give Rise for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's also one
good.
thing. The remote play, whenever you use the Vita with the PS4, it seems like it caps the Vita's obviously only getting 30 frames.
Well,
but I don't know if it cuts it from the whatchamacallit, like the actual console itself. So I think that's just a Vita limitation. Doesn't really mean shit. That's still fucking fantastic.
That's great
That
because I'm gonna play
yeah.
that Vita in my bed.
So yeah.
Wicked.
There was a new Eve.
It's kind of weird that like the 3 games that I'm getting are like Assassin's Creed,
Play that on a
Killzone, and
Vita.
Call of Duty. Those already have Vita versions of those games.
Yeah, that is kind
I'm
of weird.
so excited. Hang on a minute.
Knack. Knack on a Vita.
Knack Vita. Vita Knack.
Vita Knack.
What
Confirmed
happened with the,
2014 game of the year.
Was Sony supposed to be announcing something for
Yeah,
the
tonight.
PS4?
Tonight. This is Thursday still, you guys. So at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight.
We've got like 15
Oh.
minutes to go till stuff
Yeah,
starts
an hour?
happening.
Yeah.
Another hour. We have no.
Is it 10?
Yeah, it's
Is
10.
it exactly 10?
10:06.
Yeah.
Okay.
10:06.
Well,
Yeah.
my estimate is closer than yours.
Either way, there's going to be a game announcement for something that they haven't yet shown. There is some other stuff.
People
There's,
are like Banjo Kazooie.
Bungie showing
people are like trying to show off. Like they've
Crash
been,
Bandicoot. You mean?
Yeah, sorry, Crash Bandicoot, not Banjo
I
Kazooie.
was like Banjo Kazooie. Fuck that. That's
Yeah,
not-
Crash Bandicoot because the latest Sony video had
that is some fucking far-fetched shit they're pulling out
it's
of the like
pretty funny.
sign in the
actually.
background with Crash Bandicoot and a triangle. And it's like, oh, it's Sony up. Oh, they had a space thing. Sony fucking Crash Bandicoot space. It's one of those like Half-Life
People-
3. Half-Life 3.
People are doing the craziest like rifting off of like trailers and stuff. And it's like I don't think they didn't think it through this much. Stop doing that. They didn't think it through this much. Just like my Halo like trailer thing where like people were just analyzing.
I know this is all wrong, but it's great to talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's pretty much.
To be fair, though, Naughty Dog has been doing something with something in space or some sort of space tweets often, so maybe there's something.
Yeah.
But
I'm hoping they drop something crazy.
Unspaced.
Uncharted space.
No, unspaced.
But moving on to random other stuff.
Just in a block.
The EVE Online got a cool trailer showing Rubicon update, and it looks like your ships will be able to shoot out fucking mine turrets. Looks cool. It was an in-game, not in-game trailer looking.
You know what would be
crazy
just
CG, but looked
insane
awesome.
if they were like, Eve, PS4.
Dust 514 is going to be PS4 at some point.
Okay, I mean like fucking Eve game.
touch click. And another thing that I'm super excited about is the writer, I believe, for where is it? For Stanley Parable is making a Dota 2 announcer pack.
That's pretty sweet, actually.
So
Good for him.
I will start playing Dota 2 if that comes out, just to hear that, because sweet. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for news. That's all I can think of. There's a lot. It's kind of hard to keep up with shit right now this week because if you guys go to the Xbox channel, during this entire week, Xbox has been shitting out videos about the Xbox every like 4 hours.
Well,
Just
this is the time
fucking-
to do it.
Yeah, like commercials, random shit, fucking like there's a Dead Rising 3 video where you just kind of like choose your own way through the adventure and fight your way through the city, and that was really cool. There's so much crazy shit that's going on with that, and it seems insane.
I'm kind of glad we're keeping news a little bit more brief.
There's
Because Devin is literally going to be uncontrollably hyped in about 30 minutes.
but the stuff about news this week is there's been so much shit that's just been flooding all this crowd that I wasn't able to like keep track of so much.
Yeah.
Probably other important stuff.
and
that
honestly,
happened.
there are better news outlets to read this stuff from
Yeah.
than hear
Totally.
it from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for news. We're gonna skip on away from that. Next week in releases, the Xbox One is coming out, and once again on next Friday, I'll be streaming that all the time too.
I'll be here for a little bit of that.
Sweet.
Not as much as this PS4 day because PS4.
You can bring your PS4 over. I don't give a shit. You can experience Xbox One and just stay and chill.
That was my plan. Just hang out for like a few hours
Okay.
that day.
Oh, Tearaway.
It's also my birthday that day.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
So next week from November 17th to
Tearaway's
the
the same.
24th of November,
Damn, that's right. I totally forgot your birthday's coming up.
yeah,
and the week after me.
it's a week from today.
I'm stoked, man. I'm gonna buy you some cake. I'm gonna buy you some costumes, a Nerf gun.
Oh god, he's not gonna buy it too. He's gonna shoot you in the face with it. Anyway, next week we've
No.
got NBA
He's
Live.
not shooting at me.
Ricio's just jealous.
Yep.
No, I'm scared. We got NBA
Buy
Live.
one for Sompy too. We're just gonna
Yeah.
destroy your face.
Actually, we'll get airsoft guns.
Oh god, I don't trust that.
Actually, I have an airsoft gun.
I have several.
Wicked.
I'm scared. Anyway, next week we've got Adventure
take it
Time
into
Explore the
public.
Dungeon because I don't know. Crazy ass title. Also, it seems like it's actually gonna be a pretty sweet game. It's a new Adventure Time game coming for the PC. We've got some weird stuff here. Soul Calibur 2 HD Online for the PSN and Xbox GS Game Store. Is that what it is again?
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Tearaway coming out for the Vita, which I will also be picking up. And as well as all the Xbox One launch titles, we got Forza Motorsport 5.
Zone. Oh, John Paul is
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forza Motorsport 5, Killer Instinct, Rise, Son of Rome, the new Legend of Zelda. Oh, sorry, let's keep doing some Xbox One stuff. Dead Rising 3. We're gonna have all the fucking other PS4 games that are coming out for the Xbox One
Nintendo
as well.
giving some solid offerings on Xbox
Yeah.
launch day.
And we have also some other games like Nintendo's got Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, which is getting amazing reviews so far, except for I think Polygon or something.
Is it
somebody shat on
a rehash of an old Zelda game, or is it
No.
completely new?
It's
It
using
continues a story from an old Zelda game, but is like basically all new gameplay.
It's 100 years later. It's got some of the same, like that starting map, the house, and going up to the castle. It's got that, but then the light world and the dark world is different and some weird shit.
Whoa.
But it looks cool, and it's on 3DS. So
that's actually pretty crafty of Nintendo.
But also, no, there's more. Like, there's 2 more things here.
Okay, well, Super Mario World 3D World, I'm also getting next week. I didn't know that was next week. Okay, well, that's shipping to me, I guess.
And then
too.
the new fucking Mario Party for 3DS.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
Whoa.
Mario
I
Party's
had
coming out.
no idea that was coming.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna get Mario Party because it's gonna have download play, and I have no people that have 3DSs now. So there you go.
So next week, if
Yeah,
you guys,
we'll put games together.
so next week, if you guys want to see Forza Motorsport 5, Killer
You have a
Instinct,
3DS,
Rise,
Kumar?
Dead Rising 3, Super Mario 3D World.
I didn't hear it. Kumar, do you have a 3DS?
No, I said I am probably going to be getting one.
I'm going to get a
There you
2DS.
You would too, wouldn't you, Zombie?
It's a Pokemon machine.
Yeah.
What the fuck else would I wanna
Pokemon
play a
and
game?
whatever download play stuff that we have. Mario
Dude, you
Tennis.
realize that you playing a 2DS would look like you were fucking 5 years old and didn't know how to work video
Well,
game
he's playing
consoles?
Pokemon on
Do you
it.
realize I'm just going to smash you in the face with my 2DS and then sit on your corpse?
He'll do it.
You'll be a bench for me.
Anyways, if any of those games, if any of those games that I mentioned, if you guys want to see them, check it out next week because we'll have some live streams of that shit.
What Xbox launch games are you getting?
Forza Motorsport 5, Rise, Son of Rome, Dead Rising 3, and I'll probably pick up the Killer
So,
Instinct character pack.
everything.
You're not getting Crimson Skies?
Crimson Dragon, I might. I don't know.
I would have been super happy if
There's
there was...
probably a demo for
All
that.
of my Microsoft points transferred into money, which became $60. So I was like, what the
right.
fuck? So I'll buy something. The thing is, what's cool about Killer Instinct is, you know how you get Jago, whatever?
Yeah.
It's the first character. They're doing like the League of Legends thing. So there's 8 characters, and I think every
there's going
month.
to be different free characters?
Well, yeah, you'll lose. It won't be him anymore. It'll be somebody else, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you'll be able to buy things with each character and all that stuff.
a rotation.
Yeah. So it's $30 to buy all the characters, so I might do that. We'll see. Unless Crimson Dragon looks really fantastic or whatever the hell else comes out. Definitely not getting Local Cycle because I'd.
Man, what did I
it's
see?
in
How
Twix-
big? Isn't that game like 30 gigs?
Local Cycle?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
something about that.
There's
That it's
probably
like
so
local
much-
cycles 30 gigs. I was like, hold on a fucking minute.
There's probably so much like real video in it and such. But yeah, it's pretty much it for releases next week. I know it was a garbled fucking list, but lots of Mario stuff, lots of Zelda, lots of Xbox One shit.
Software launches.
Software launches. It's crazy.
Man, it's kind of crazy that like you kind of have almost the whole launch lineup here for PS4.
Yeah. Other than sports things, and then
Go Sports.
EA games.
yeah.
That's all you're missing.
Yep.
No, it's Ubisoft. I was like, wait, no, don't I have like multiple games? Anyways, yeah, sweet. Anywho, going on to podcast questions from last week. Also, YouTube seems to be switching between the G Plus comments and not, and now they've merged them, so now you can reply to people, and it's G Plus comments. So
Cool.
getting this stuff done. We have the Ultimate Extreme saying this comment system sucks. Well, we just replied back to that. They've been semi-fixing it. Someone. Okay, sorry. It's weird.
It actually
plus
puts them
thing.
in weird order now. Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually good in order now. Okay, so not Katie says, love the podcast every week, guys. Also, what is your intro and outro song? To which
It's in the description.
yeah, to which Andreas Davidson says it is platformed by Orange. You can find it, and he gave it the link. Then Not Katie said thanks for the info. So
Good stuff.
good conversation, you guys. Ransom you answered our question for us. It's good, Andrew. Ransom Purvis says carrot, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And I will fly you to space if you give me Dan for keeps. He's also been coming into my stream and asked me to mail you to him. What do you say to Ransom Purvis, Dan?
I don't know.
You need to send me him on Steam because that was for a giveaway, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, it was for Chivalry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, Ransom Purvis, if you are listening to this right now, get in contact with me on Steam.
You did it.
You did it.
So yeah, what do you think of that, Dan?
I have no comment.
All right. He's
Up for grabs.
coming.
If you want to ship us a Xbox One as well as a second
$3
Xbox
billion
One,
each.
$3 billion, Dan will be yours.
What about a large military backpack?
What?
What about a large military backpack trade?
Yeah, that would do too.
Dan, you're gone. No. Bronwyn says, hey guys, great podcast. Sorry I couldn't be here to watch live. My new job started this week and I had to prioritize getting to work on time over staying up late. But I'm going to try and organize with my boss to have Friday mornings off so I can watch live. Keep up.
Bronwyn in
First
the
and
chat
foremost,
right now.
congrats. on
Yeah,
the
what's
new
up,
job.
I
Bronwyn?
think Bronwyn is in the chat right now. He says, great work, guys. Well, Bronwyn, that is some truly epicness.
Yeah.
that is. Oh, I can't think of the word.
That is
Dedication.
responsibility.
That's not. Okay.
He went to his job on time. That's fucking responsible. How is that not
No,
responsible?
but I was saying him asking. That's good. That's good. That's just responsible
Richard
and
doesn't know what
dedicated.
the real world is.
I don't know
He
what
has
is
no
what is
concept.
phone. What is phone? I don't know.
How I mine for fish?
How are mine for fish? Yeah, Bronwyn, that's pretty badass. I don't know if you're still in here. I know you were here earlier.
Yeah.
But if you are,
Good job. Thank you.
ball of time.
You said that like you were so sad and being forced to say it.
Oh, by the way, I played Space Engine. I played Space Engine. Andrew Davidson. That shit, fucking crazy. I downloaded it. It was like 500 megs or something like that. I got lost in that game for 4.5 hours. It took my life. It took my life. And here's the crazy thing is all those planets, they have names. Click on that planet. Oh, that's a sweet name. Go to
Is it
Wikipedia.
Klingon on that planet?
No. Click on that planet.
Isn't it real fucking planets?
Yeah,
Is
they're
it
all
the
real
idea? Yeah, okay.
fucking great. So sweet. They've got all this information about it, about all this different shit. Like, this is a desert planet. This has molten cores and... Fuck, that
Kind of
game.
A huge extension of the Mass Effect Galaxy map.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like that shit? Go play that game. It's great. It's free.
Can you drive a Mako?
No, but you can legitimately run your camera. You're just this, like, floating camera with nothing there. You can...
Where's the Mako?
Whoa, you didn't even get to the storyline part?
Yeah, I couldn't get to that. It's just too intense. But like, I fucking your scroll wheel like says how fast you move, and so like,
Oh, wow.
you'll just like I was just like wasn't paying attention and cranked it up to the fast as I could, and just like hit W to move forward, and then just like cranked it down to like 0. I ended up in the middle of a supernova, like fucking in like 17 galaxies away from us, and like crazy as shit. It looks great. It's so amazing.
Damn.
Took 4 hours
Can
of my
you
life.
fly out to the farthest point that they've mapped and then do a return to Earth that you can just leave cycling on a monitor? that you
I
don't pay
couldn't
attention?
hit an end.
What if
Keep going.
did you find space cocaine and or weird spider things and or me floating king
No, I didn't,
King-
unfortunately.
fucking
Do you realize that FTL is so meta that it's actually somebody is playing us?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's time for us to move on to Andreas Davidson's question.
But thank you, Andreas Davison. That was fucking sweet. I really like that.
So he says, good cast, hoping for further great ones. My question to you all. Here we go, you guys. With the basics of Moore's Law, the time between major technological inventions halves every time one comes forth. What invention of the future is coming next to the public? Question mark. We already have robots, wireless talk devices, cyborgs, life-extending devices, and so much more.
I would have to imagine it's like
PS4.
Deus Ex human augmentation stuff.
Speaking of that,
Broadcasting everywhere.
there was a military advancement funded by the U.S. government where a war hero who had lost his arm in an IED was able to they grafted on a prosthetic,
Okay.
and he was able to
What did the prosthetic
feel
do?
what the prosthetic was
Yeah,
touching.
see, I'm right.
So
great.
he was able to determine textures of surfaces, whether it was smooth, whether it was hard, soft,
You just confirmed what I said.
rubberized, but it didn't have the most intense feedback on it. But he was feeling it. Yo, fuck your chair.
Did someone just throw
No, my chair just-
PS4 games everywhere?
No,
Like hit
my-
me in the knee.
My chair has a bad handle thing, and it just decided to unhook and smash Devin's leg.
Yeah, it was wonderful. But yeah, no, I definitely see that really moving out, as well as the Wolverine gene,
Metal in the hands?
talking
where
about-
like the regenerative powers.
Okay, I was gonna ask you talking about regenerative powers.
The regenerative powers, they've been able to replicate that in mice.
Just babies being born with like fucking shooting claws out of their hands and shit.
No, but like
Bone claws. man.
a mouse was
hurts.
able to regenerate a limb.
Wow.
It took a long time, but he just grew a limb.
Yeah, but we're talking about what's next, and I think it's the like Deus Ex human
So I'm gonna
augmentation
mash
stuff.
Devin's idea into like me being everyone just living in public, broadcasting everything from their Google to everything, and then
Use
you
your
could
Google
just
Spike.
watch, and then you'd put on your like not prosthetics, but like your hand, and you're like, I am this person, and you'd be like, ooh, it is chilly there. I can feel what you're doing.
Oh God, don't do that to your body.
Oh, wow, you're playing Slender. I feel scared too. I can feel your sweat. Anyway, it would be really fucked up. Just like somehow.
Whoever logs into your perception
Danny
of
looks
feelings
so
is-
disgusted and afraid. No, yeah, just like the next level of streaming where you can like feel
Stream
the,
your
feel
body.
the person,
I feel like that would
Smell the
really help
person.
the porn
No one would
industry.
watch your cast.
taste the person.
They don't want to be wet.
They don't. I am pretty moist, man. Oh, okay. I'll turn off my.
Oh,
my
there's a
stream
contest
feel.
between Andrews Davison and.
Yeah, I saw that. But
Sorry,
we'll get to that.
Sorry,
we'll
Random
get,
Purvis.
We'll get to that.
We'll flip a coin.
Kumar, what do you think? What's the next?
I kind of agree with what Dan was saying.
You sound so sad.
Well, it's because it's
he
such
doesn't
a
have a
crazy
robot arm
topic. Like that's such a fueled discussion and such a massive conversation you can have. And I want to say between that and wearable technology and a lot of the other crazy travel stuff that's going on, in terms of being able to transport humans to places that we otherwise couldn't transport humans,
Fair enough.
is just really cool.
But
and
here's the ethical question: is if you are dissolved at one location and rebuilt at another, are you actually you? Because it's actually just a clone of yourself.
Devin, did we
how
talk?
is that ethical though? I don't understand.
Well, here's the thing: if you don't
Whose
actually,
ethics are being questioned in that
but
scenario?
let me listen to this or listen to this.
I will let you listen to that.
If you are copied and cloned in another location, even if it's just across the room, is that person a person? Are they cheap manual labor?
They're near you. They're near you.
If
Well,
you
if they're being
kill
made by a
yourself-
machine that no one has to do anything with, then
But
no.
like, how do you get personality?
Isn't personality just the
But-
character trait of you being a like if you're a clone, is your personality not being cloned as well?
But here's the thing: how do you clone a personality? Because twins that grow up in the same environment and have the same thing have different personalities.
So you're bringing up the nature versus nurture sort of thing.
Exactly. How do we have a soul? Does that person who you cloned have a soul, or is it just a husk?
Hey, Devin, you should start a podcast.
Hey, if ever you're like, say you're cloning. Say you're
Devin, do you want
cloning-
to do that? Do you want to start a podcast where we just talk about shit that has no definitive answer?
Sure, I'm down with that.
But say you're cloning some dude, and you're at like the place where he's going to be received, and you're like eating spaghetti, and you cough out a noodle, and it flies, and it teleports into his being. Does he
You're so
just
dumb.
is his second person just born or like made with ED?
Read the rest of the comment.
All right. So the next question is my other question is, what is your favorite style of dance to see and do self?
Interpretive.
This can include
I am a PS4.
This can include more intrinsic dance styles, intrinsic, and tutting and breakdancing.
I like dubstep dance. You just bob your head,
I like popping,
pop and locking.
pop locking,
I don't know. I've never really watched dance.
strippers.
Nor can I dance.
Dan just makes it rain.
What are you talking about? Fucking Dance Master, fucking 2012.
Yeah, I'm playing
2012.
a video game.
Dance master.
I'm following motions on the screen.
So that's
I
your
couldn't-
favorite. That's
I
your,
couldn't coherently put them back together.
All I'm hearing is twerk, twerk, twerk. Dan likes twerking. All right. So, Kumar, what about you?
I love me some burlesque, man.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
Kumar, you're a dirty girl.
can't
Thank you for
Can't-
that, I guess.
can't cough a spaghetti into you.
Oh my god.
P.S. I didn't make a misspelling in Space Engine. I meant Space Engine, the Russian Total Space Simulator that you guys pulled up. It's quite amazing, though it does have a tendency to crash if you are traveling too fast and too close to star systems. But this is because most computers can't even load the information at the rate the program requests, not even with overset SSDs.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
PPS. If you didn't notice, I really like the infinite writing form Google released. Allows me to write more like my voice actually sounds like. Though maybe YouTube should allow a channel to limit explicit lengths of these messages for further moderation. Because you can write paragraphs now, which is fine. I totally like this. Makes it easy. You can break it up. Don't have to worry about missing out characters. It's good. And then he just says, Devin stargazing, hoax object.
That's the thing that Devin's
Hoax?
supposed to look up
Hogs?
to read about stargazing.
Hoax. Okay. And he says carrot. Then he says carrot. You done fucked up Ransom's chances.
Both of you contact me on Steam and we'll do a random draw.
Or I can flip a coin.
All right, flip it.
This is going to be really crazy, you guys. Watch out. It's a loony. It's going to be crazy shit when it flips. Tails, which is this loon, is going to be Andreas. Heads, which is this lady, is going
It's
to
a
be
queen piece of shit.
Queen DJ Regina, Elizabeth. It's going to be
Literally
Ransom.
only funny to us. No one listening to this.
This is the name it says. The heads is going to be Ransom, so I thought it was going to be in my peripheral vision. You know, whenever you normally flip it and you just kind of put your hand out and it normally lands in the same place? Totally
Heads.
did not work. Heads, Ransom. Congratulations, Ransom.
Contact me on Steam.
There you go, buddy. Questions in the chat we had. What time are you going to be streaming tomorrow morning? Whenever the hell I get back from Future Shop, which I'm hoping the store's open at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm hoping to hopefully be back by like 8:30, 9 at maximum, depending on like walking / or busing back or being able to get past the line because I pre-ordered.
Don't get jumped.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, don't get jumped. Get pepper sprayed like that stupid Reddit post saying you're going to get shanked fucking walking home. Anyway. Probably around 9 a.m. or something Eastern. By 9 a.m. I should be casting. If not, around that time. Just hang out on the channel. I'm going to be going all the way until about 3 p.m. until I have to go to school for a class for like a few hours, I guess. Dan, I don't know if you're going to want to keep streaming during that point while I'm gone, if you're going to stick around here or like what's...
I have no idea.
We'll figure it out.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
There's going to be a shit ton of streaming. And then Saturday I'm streaming all day PS4 and then Sunday and stuff. But... how we're going to be doing it is that if you guys have any questions about the PS4, and same thing next week after with the Xbox One, if there's any stupid shit you guys want us to try with what we're doing, go through menus, try certain games, do weird shit like switching out and task changing weird shit and voice stuff, just let us know and we'll give it a shot. We'll fuck around whenever you guys want.
That Hogs object is fucking cool. It's a spherical galaxy. It's the only one of its kind.
Halo.
You're a spherical galaxy.
Kumar is right.
You give me hope.
Love you, man.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other questions in the chat. If anybody else has questions in the chat, let them be heard. Other than that, I think we're going to be pretty much wrapping it up.
Do you want me to do the closer?
Yeah, give it a slow thing. I'm going to keep scrolling here in case
All right.
I missed one.
So if you guys are listening to us on iTunes, make sure you come over and check out our YouTube. We have videos. We've got podcasts. We've got Let's Plays. We've got some other stuff. If you guys want us to read out your comments on the podcast, make sure you write them in the comment section for this podcast. We will read out pretty much anything. As Andrew Davison shows us, we read out some pretty crazy shit. It's pretty awesome. It's a great way to interact with us as well. And don't be shy. We will kind of read anything as long as it's not incredibly vulgar.
Just don't talk to us about your anal loop. Anal lube. Anal loop.
If you guys
You're the only person making this gross.
If you guys are, depending on when Riccio puts this out and you listen to the whole thing, make sure you check out Riccio's streaming. He's over at twitch.tv/Riccio, RICCIO. He does some pretty crazy stuff. It's always fun to watch. I'm normally in the chat during the day, so you can swing by and send me a message.
I'm not, because I have work. But I'll be there on the weekends.
So, if you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm pretty excited because in less than an hour and a half, I'm going to be picking up my PS4. Yeah, right there. PS4 controller. Magical. So thank you guys for tuning in. I have been Sompy.
We have a long last question. What is your favorite evolution of Eevee? I do not know.
I actually like vanilla.
I don't know anything. I don't know what Eevee is.
Though
What's the little tappy-
Thunderon? Is that?
Jolteon.
Jolteon's pretty baller
Oh,
too.
that's what that
I
dog
actually like
thing is.
Glaceon. I don't know why.
So that dog thing is, he says.
Jolteon's always been my favorite.
Leafeon's pretty cool too.
I don't know any of them.
So
It looks cute. On its
Scroll
own.
down. I bet you there's a big chart of all of them.
Yep, right there.
No, there's got to be pictures
There's a
of all,
picture
like
of
8 of them.
Yeah.
There it is.
Jolteon's my
Vaporeon,
favorite.
Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon.
Leafeon probably actually.
I would say
Leafeon.
Flareon because his mane looks like it's so fucking poofy.
Wait, isn't there like a dark one as well?
Yeah, that's
That's
Umbreon.
Umbreon.
Okay, that one's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the poofiness. I like the poofy mane. All right, that's pretty much it.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I have been Sompy.
I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Kumar.
And you guys, if you pick up the PS4, have a wonderful PS4. If you're picking up the Xbox One, we'll talk to you next week.
2,000 friends list wide. Add to Riccio.
Yep. Add Cabby524.
CaptainBrenner.
Add us on.
No
Just,
space. No space.
just add us on.
Kumar, if you want to share yours, go for it.
Sorry?
If you want to share yours, go
I
for
thought
it.
he was debating making a new one.
Oh, that's right. Goomba.
Yeah, it's, well, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but it will be Goombar, hopefully.
GOOOMBAR.
Right now it's GoRav87, GAURAV-87.
Yeah, so add us on. We'd be happy to have any of
Pretty
you
sure these are
guys
in the
on our
description
friends
every
list.
week anyways.
Yep.
Some of them, I think.
Yep.
Well, they're at the game centers, but we use the same picture.
Yep. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Take care.
See you later, guys.
See ya.